calling because I got your speaker over here.
What? And I suppose that she knows that I'm almost famous. Neck bang bang, and we dangerous remaining. Time steady changing. I don't know these niggas, and I don't wanna know them. This girl just want that big moment so she can blow it. That's bogus, but I don't tell her what's what. Don't wanna be stuck, cause she's so starstruck. Wanna be around us, but I just rather play the field, rather keep it real, rather take you out, rather tell you how I feel, and show you that this game is for real. Cause I know that you're in love, you're looking for a star. Walked all this way to find a man with a car, hanging at the bar, champagne, caviar. No, you never seen a nigga like this, like this. You never seen a nigga like this, like this. Girl, you never seen a nigga like this, like this. You never seen a nigga like this, like this. Girl, you never seen a nigga like this. So quit it, you spend seconds, hours, minutes working on your fitness for a nigga to witness. Go quit it, I ain't tripping. You ain't the baddest bitch I'll ever meet. The homie said he already beat in the backseat of a Honda Jeep. So the whole shit you can really keep him so cold on him, so cold on him. You homies in the feds, cause bitch niggas done told on him. Seen them boys in the streets and did a lot more than just stole on them. Niggas know the pen when they feel the heat of that stove on them. Send the hell the Lord don't want them. Run these girls from church Sunday morning. Saturday was out pouring. Show me a worthy opponent. Show me a match. No nigga, I face mine. Now my mind, no hang time. That's MJ on the baseline. Girl, I know that you're in love. You're looking for a star. Walked all this way to find a man with a car, hanging at the bar, champagne, caviar. No, you never seen a nigga like this.
Wanna see my cars on flatbed. Hey, this is a recession, selling that crack dead. Niggas selling super sour and bionic glue, and got Superman powers with a trash new. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. Yeah. John Dillinger shit. Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. Yeah. John Dillinger shit. Niggas in the hood wanna see my cars on flatbed. Hey, this is a recession, selling that crack dead. Niggas selling super sour and bionic glue, and got Superman powers when them scratch new. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga.
You supposed to some people be growing till at least 25. All right, hold on. I gotta put the damn countdown on.
We gotta growing. You can start getting wider.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Grand afternoon. Hold on, I got Ramel and Tyrone on the speaker. Hold on, y'all.
Go ahead, Jesse.
Grand afternoon, grand risings. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Front Line Blacc News. I'm your host, Chan Krumah. This is actually part 2 of last night's episode because we didn't get through all the topics. So we're doing a part 2 this afternoon. And I'm joined with my other host, Lady Che, and our West Coast correspondent, Shabaka Sankoria, Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. Also, our anchorman, Ramel Understanding, is also joining us, along with our investigative reporter, Tyrone. And on
yes, sir.
evening's episode or afternoon's episode of the Frontline Blacc News, episode 12, part 2, we were discussing the topics we didn't get to last night. So we got the Democrats that keep finding ways to say no or not right now on paying reparations. Boo. Ice Cube says keep your reparations. It's about access to capital, and we're being shut out. Dirty South legend Big Pokey from Screwed Up Clicc dies on stage. Houston legend Big Pokey dies on stage, RIP. And then our Unhoused neighbor news and our Unhoused neighbor sweeps. So
wait. Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, Lady Che. Start us off.
Before we get into the topics, I lost my voice, so I won't be doing a lot of talking until the very end, except for maybe a quick commentary. And I'm just gonna go off camera because I was looking for, so they pull all this hair up. So if you can hear about that,
it's really hard to hear.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear her now?
Can you hear me now?
A little bit. She needs to speak up a little bit. Turn the volume on.
Jesse, tell her I lost my voice.
She's basically saying she lost her voice, Ramel, and she's not going to be speaking too much because her voice is out until the very end. So we get to the Unhoused neighbor news.
Well, good to hear from you, Commander Major.
Word. All right. So,
okay.
Hi, Shabaka. Hi, Ramel, Tyrone.
Greetings, Shabaka.
Can you hear me?
In City, yeah.
Okay, all right. What I'm trying to do, man, is connect this damn Bluetooth, man. But it's been, hold on. Yeah, Sin City is hot so far, and it's creeping up to about 95 degrees.
Oh, it's about 80 here.
And I'm trying to hook up this Bluetooth. Yeah, and I'm trying to hook up this Bluetooth right here. And okay, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you're hearing me on the speaker, but I'm trying to. Yeah, okay, man. This damn thing is tripping, man.
We can hear you, Shabaka.
Hold on.
We can hear you, Shabaka. We can hear you, Ramel.
Go ahead, Ramel. Tyrone, introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Ramel. My name is Ramel, the fellow, the angel of peace from the east. Understanding, understood in the neighborhood. Bringing the hope without the double picture front line campaign. The root to the fallen soldiers. I'm on military time. I'm on military God because I'm utilizing my military mind. The Black Imperial Army has arrived.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, introduce yourself, Tyrone.
All right.
Investigator.
Yes, this is Tyrone, a.k.a. The Sword, a.k.a. the Master of Reality, and a.k.a. hitting you with this reel every day. And I'm going to be here 24/7. I got revolutions on every level. So peace.
Peace. Thank y'all for joining us. Shabaka, can you speak now? Oh, he's pinning over.
Yes, sir. This is Shabaka Sankori coming to you from Sin City, Nevada. You know, I'm the co-producer and the co-host of Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, and we're doing our episode Tuesday night. Revolutionary 24/7. I will send you the link. Brother Paris said just got produced about a couple hours ago, so I definitely will send you the link to it. And also too, we're putting it out there to Silicon Game Valley and to all you sorry fucks up there in the Bay Area. You bastards are shadow banning us is because, you know, we don't endorse your agenda, okay? You have your human rights. You have your civil rights. Okay, but you...
Speaking of that, hold on, y'all. Hey, turn your background down.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of that, we had the Pride parade today. Oh, my God. Ugh.
Oh man, that makes me want to vomit, man.
Yeah, say is avoid Colfax. Avoid East Colfax today.
The zoo is open.
Yeah, the zoo is definitely open. As Shabaka was saying,
Yeah,
they
that's
got their human rights, got the right to finish what you were gonna say, Shabaka.
Yeah, okay, they got their human rights and they got their civil rights.
We don't want to see their sight.
Yeah, but they don't have the right to force that shit on our children, man. Okay, I'm up here having some problems with some acoustics right here because I'm trying to get this Bluetooth on. Just bear with me. Okay, you can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. I'm going to try to do it again. Okay.
Yeah, don't force feed our children the bullshit.
Right.
No indoctrination for the black population and the black nation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's man, woman, child.
Okay, can you hear me?
All day, every day.
Yes, we can hear you, Shabaka.
Okay. Now, how come you guys are not coming through the Bluetooth?
I don't know.
We hear you, man.
But we hear you.
Saying anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you, Shabaka.
We're hearing you, Shabaka.
Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, but you hear me through the speaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Just give me a minute here. I'm trying to figure this shit out.
Okay.
Okay, okay, wait a minute. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now I wonder why, man, my damn computer systems has been all fucked up all damn day. Because I should be able to have you on this Bluetooth.
I think
okay, hold on.
Yeah, just talking the phone.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, hold it. Going back to the headset. Bear with me. Going back to the headset. Damn.
Yeah, so the indoctrination is messing up the black situation, and it's turning everything upside down. People don't know which way's up, which way's down. And, it's on some bullshit, man. People are confused. Don't fall for the banana and tailpipe.
That's right.
Right.
All right, so we'll get us started.
And they're confused badly.
The first topic is these damn Democrats. These Democrats keep finding ways to say no and not right now on paying reparations. So shout out to Phil Scott.
Right.
For on this awesome commentary. It's about 30 minutes long, so I'm gonna try to get through it. Let me make sure I got the copyright stolen.
Is that from last night?
Nah. This is from like a few days ago.
No, I'm saying, is that what you played last night?
No.
Okay.
No, these are the topics we didn't get to last night. Last night we were going in on Hunter Biden and Hunter Biden and some other some other topics. Now we're crumb-bumming on the whole Democratic Party.
Right.
I say this.
Yeah.
If
I like that segment when he was talking about. They said that it's a 700% increase, but it was just like something.
Oh, the Asians, the stop Asian hate bullshit.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I say this. Hey,
That's just crazy.
I say this.
Yes,
If I was, hey, I gotta yell to get attention. I say this to say that if my voice was going in, I had so much to say about the Hunter Biden shit. So much to say. But
well, tonight on the podcast,
carry on.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, there was an article that came out of the New York Times that I kind of want to just look at an excerpt of this particular article because it's talking about the position that the Democrat Party is in with Black Americans. Now, we know Black Americans have been really stomping the yard about reparations. Reparations is our fight in this day and time.
Sorry, the quality on this video was horrible.
Okay. Our fight has resonated all over the world because now you see people even within the diaspora talking about reparations for colonization, in which I support them fighting for reparations.
Right.
And
so you're colonizer.
History and knowing exactly what the white supremacists have done, have stole from them, and they need to give all their things back. Continuing, in this New York Times article, it says here that Democratic officials had for years nodded approvingly at the idea of reparations, just the idea of it, but as a far off ideal to close the racial wealth gap. In other words, lip service. They wouldn't really in their mind want to give reparations to Black Americans. And I told you that the liberal, and we talking about the white one who's running things in the Democrat Party, because Black folks don't run nothing in the Democrat Party.
Right.
Not a thing. And whether you're talking about the white conservative, they both agree that they do not want Black Americans to be made whole.
Mm-mm.
And the reason why they don't want Black Americans to be made whole is because in this wicked system called Babylon, the Democrats and Republicans both feel that Black people have a preordained position in America. And your preordained position in America is supposed to be at the bottom, not transferring wealth that's owed to get you out of that position. They want to make sure that you stay there because white supremacy is gauged off of how Black people are doing and how bad they're doing, even globally. Mm-hmm. No one wants to see the Black man and woman rise out of that position of being at the bottom. So continuing, they said the position that appealed to many Black voters and say who are the Democrat Party's most loyal constituency, and say, but the headline grabbing recommendations say by lawmakers and local and state task forces and say are forcing Democratic leaders to wrestle with financial and political implications sooner than many would have liked. Yes, they would like to play games with you for a few years longer, but now because you're talking about reparations, now you're pushing about reparations commissions, and the California Reparations Commission has put out even $1 amount. That puts more pressure on the Democrat Party. Listen, if Gavin gains with Black people, listen, that's a win for Black people. We say, well, how did that win? We're not getting the money. It's a win because it makes people like me to smile because now we can actually wake more Black Americans up to the games that the Democrat Party play with us. They don't want to see us whole. Mm-hmm. They don't want to see us with reparations. Nope. All they want is for us to show up on election day and keep them in power and not give us anything. So they're not liking having to be put in a position where they either do stuff for Black people or they risk losing power. Now they say continuing, few Democrats in positions of power take seriously the possibility of spending billions of dollars to redistribute wealth, to the descendants of slaves. But that reality is putting party leaders equal to retain black voters in the uncomfortable position of finding ways to say no, or not yet, or to change the subject entirely, pending some dramatic improvement in the economy. See, in the past, that kind of worked with black people. Well, we just got some hope and change. You know, you got to have some hope. We got to hope some change is going to come. And we just can't do it just yet because this issue. Well, just wait a little bit and wait and wait and wait. You wait from administration to administration to administration. You waited from cycle of Congress to cycle of Congress to cycle of Congress. You waited, you waited, you waited, and you waited long enough. And the Democrats know they can't do you wait no longer. Now there's billions of dollars in Ukraine. They can't tell you to wait no longer.
Right.
When they're spending billions of dollars for people that are just coming across the border into American cities, while they're not prioritizing American citizens, they can't tell you to wait no longer. And they know this.
Yeah.
It's becoming a problem for them. Because, see, we live in a time period where we can go look at what you're spending now. We can go look at who vote for what now. It's not hidden like it used to be back in the day. Understand? The Democrats know they are in trouble.
Yep.
Because every year there are voters who just show up to vote that lived during the time of the civil rights movement
are dying out.
They was happy with the Democrats, the civil rights bill. Though that group of voters every year are dwindling because life is happening. In other words, people are passing away. So today, the people that's talking now are saying this. The civil rights bill, great as it is, we need reparations. Reparations is going to be what we need to make it complete. You can't tell us about the civil rights bill. You can't tell us anything about it at this point. We got to have reparations because black people are suffering in this country.
Right.
And a lot of black Americans are saying that if you don't give us reparations, then we have no reason to go show up and vote for you. None. Because you got no problem giving money to everybody else. Why not the black American? Now continue. And it said California task force reparations.
I can answer about 5 of those questions.
Add up to 1.2 million each. It said compensation for the state's long history of housing discrimination was outlined in this report. But Governor Gavin Newsom, a Democrat who signed the law setting up the task force, dodged the issue of cost, declaring that reparations are about the cash payments.
Oh my God.
Gavin Newsom cannot tell black people about anything about our lives because in this country, cash is king.
Exactly.
And you need cash to make things happen in your life.
Facts. And then not to mention the fact, if I may say, about the current governor of California, Gavin Newsom, 2 things. One, the son of a bitch, when he was running for mayor of San Francisco, strike that. He was the campaign manager.
They get a settlement in the millions with money. They don't get health care. They don't get education. They don't get programs. They don't get a community center. They get money.
Right.
Look at the situation that even happened with Tasha K and Cardi B. The court didn't award Cardi B an apology. They didn't award Cardi B a community center or health care or education. They awarded her money from Tasha K. So that is a precedent in this country to award people for harm. That's determined. It's not abnormal, but when it comes to black folk in America who have a documented history of hundreds of years of harm, of theft, of terrorism. You want to talk about education when you don't do that to nobody else? Man, please. Now, they say the board, as a supervisor in San Francisco, expressed support for setting aside $5 million in compensation for some residents. But Mayor London Breed, a black woman, a Democrat, has not committed to payments. The reason
Man, later for that London Bridge brain dead bird brain helper.
Let me tell you something. liberal California, no one stands in their way
Right.
from doing nothing for black folk. It is a
You damn right about that.
Democrat-ran state,
Yep.
just like Texas. Texas is a Republican-ran state.
Yep.
Democrats can't do a whole lot in the state of Texas.
Now, can I interject
Just
on
like
something very, very important about that? What the brother was saying?
California, Republicans can't do a whole lot. So if they really want to do reparations for black people in California, they can do it. And we got to keep on pressing that and pushing that and saying that.
Look
That
at
no one stands in their
Pause the
way in
video.
California from doing reparations.
Chewbacca can say something. What are you looking at? So goddamn important.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
if I may
sharing the
interject
damn
on something.
solo. Go ahead, Shabaka.
Yes, sir. You have to keep in mind is that California
Shabaka?
is so fucked up. Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Chewbacca.
Okay. California is so
Shabaka.
fucked up.
Is
What
he- is
California
he
would
still on the
do,
screen?
He's still on the stream. We're still live.
okay. All right, California will elect a Democratic governor,
Go ahead, Chewbacca.
and it will turn. You can hear me?
Can you
I
hear
can hear you.
Shabaka?
Yes, I paid attention thoroughly.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you all,
I can't
but
hear
I just want to
Shabaka.
know if you can hear me.
Yeah, we won't hear
Yep,
about that
me
at
and
all.
Ramel are obviously paying attention, so we can hear you.
Okay.
We can't
Now,
hear
what it
him.
is
What are you talking about?
okay, because his phone
He's
is fucked up.
pinwheeling. We can't hear him.
I'm pinwheeling. No shit.
He's not
I
pinwheeling
can't
on
hear
this
him.
side.
He's pinwheeling.
Not over
He's
here.
pinwheeling on this side.
Well, that's because your side is something's messed up on your end. My side, he's clear. I see his
Okay, can you hear me, Lady Che?
Yep. I see the mirror.
All righty.
Everything.
We're all pinwheeling now. My internet must be
go
acting
Okay,
up.
the thing is that you have to understand about California is that California will elect a Republican governor, and at the same token, in the same election, in the same term, will elect a Democratic lieutenant
I'm
governor.
interested in knowing what the investigative reporter had to say. We need
Yeah,
some
that's what I was trying to
investigative
get.
reporter.
Jesse,
I was
I mean,
trying to get
Ramel,
the video.
Yeah, I was
he
going.
wants to finish.
I was
You
going
need to let
to.
him finish, cuz. Like, let's have some
I
decorum.
told
We
y'all
can't
it was
hear
gonna
Shabaka
be a
though.
half-hour video,
Oh, he can't.
and then
He
we
can't
was
hear
gonna
you.
give commentary on it at
Ramel
the
can't hear
end.
Chewbacca either.
I can't.
Okay.
No, we can't hear him at all.
Well, your thing needs to reset or something because I can see from your screen he's pinwheeling. If you would pay attention to your thing, Jesse, you see that on the screen you're sharing it's pinwheeling.
I am paying attention to the screen.
This way, look at the camera because that's the only way you can tell.
It's
So
still pinwheeling. We got 2 viewers. Stop, because
your
it's very
screen is
dysfunctional. Okay, he
okay,
just
but
dropped off.
Okay.
okay. What I'm saying is you.
Moving along or what? Repair?
No, Ramel.
Yeah,
hold
we got to
on.
continue the video. We just lost
Like,
Shabaka. I have to bring
yeah,
Shabaka
okay,
back
go
on.
ahead, Tyrone. What were you gonna say? Since
You want to bring
I
the,
got
you want to let the brother comment
Okay.
real quick instead of Shabaka
Okay,
so we
just
can move
Shabaka.
on to the video?
All right, Shabaka.
Okay,
It's still
can you hear me now?
Yeah, now we can
Yes.
hear you.
Yes, sir. There we go.
Okay, I was gonna. Yeah, well, okay. The thing is, you have to remember about California is that California will elect a Republican governor, and at the same time elect a Democratic lieutenant governor. California will elect a Democratic governor and turn around and elect a Republican lieutenant governor. See, they did it 4 times, okay? So that's why California politics is so fucked up. Now, that punk-ass motherfucker Gavin Newsom don't give a damn about black folks. Also, too, Governor Newsom, as you know, when you were the campaign manager of a friend of yours who was running for mayor of San Francisco, you were fucking his wife, okay? So therefore, that there just goes to show you what type of character Gavin Newsom is. Okay, now, the reparations hearings is scheduled in Sacramento for June the 29th, I believe you told me, Brother Paris. And I'm going to make it a point to get on there. And not only is California needs to kick out its reparations of how they mistreated our people during the California gold rush and what they did to William Leitersdorf, who was the first black millionaire in California during the 1860s, and they even got a half a block in San Francisco named after him, called Leitersdorf Street, who was a descendant of slaves of the Dutch. That's why he has the name Leitersdorf. And then in his systemic racism, through his murderous ass goddamn police departments from San Diego, Los Angeles, San Jose, Oakland, San Francisco, you see what I mean? And then it's the history of housing discrimination. Also, to the history of you and I discussed, Brother Paris, of redlining on loans.
Yes.
You see what I mean? And then not to mention the fact of how Hollywood degrades us as a people. And then keep in mind is that in the 1930s, that black people were not even allowed to live in the section of the city of Los Angeles called Hollywood. See, so this is why we have stated, well, fuck the Academy of Art, of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. Fuck the Screen Actors Guild. Fuck the Screen Directors Guild. Fuck the Screenwriters Guild. Oh, yeah, you dudes out of business. Artificial intelligence just took your goddamn jobs. Man, the only thing I know about that is this. As far as I know, but from coming across my information, man, I've seen very little on them because the last I got on them is that they're saying they're going to allow artificial intelligence to start writing movie scripts. And then, of course, as you know, artificial intelligence are being programmed and fed certain agendas. You see what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the problem with
like,
the
AI, that the alphabet community deserves to be treated like humans or some shit.
Right.
Finish this.
And yes, sir.
Now you gotta go to Tyrone.
Oh yeah, Tyrone, what did you have to add?
Yeah, I was gonna say that right now the dollar bill is going to become worthless, but what they have in reserve is that gold. They could give us reparations through gold.
They ain't got no damn gold. Fort Knox.
You know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So that is just put them in more debt.
The only gold they got is the gold they stole from damn Afghanistan and Iraq. That's what all that was about. They ain't got no gold. Fort Knox is empty.
Okay.
I believe that there too, and that's paper money. You know, you assume that the only thing you're gonna be able to do with paper money is just wipe your ass with it. They want you to do everything on these goddamn cards.
Yeah, they're going to the blockchain.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? And then what they could do, man, if they want to censor you, they'll just deactivate your card. If you don't get the vaccine, deactivate your card.
Yep. Cut your chip off.
Yeah, and then as far as employment is concerned, we need to have a discussion on Shabaka's Black Experience on our podcast about what to do about getting jobs, working from home, and getting virtual jobs. But we still got to figure out a way of getting the actual gold or the land, is because they could devalue the money. But I think, with the proper tactics, we could put enough pressure on these motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? To do it.
Here's the thing about the land, because I keep hearing, we want land, but you still gonna need money to maintain the land. Just doing these little.
Well, of course, indeed.
3 years, that's a lot of work. And when you're talking about whole acres of land, that's even more work. You're gonna have to have like a whole family, several families working on the land to even get it cultivated, to even start growing anything. And then you got to watch out because, like I said, Monsanto Bayer has co-opted the seeds. So the seeds have been co-opted. You got to know where you're getting your seeds from. That's why after every harvest, I try to save seeds from the harvest so I can replant the same stuff the following year because you don't know if you're getting GMO seeds. You don't know if you're getting ultra tainted seeds. Because Monsanto Boy got the lock on that.
Right. And then keep in mind, though, too, Dr. Umar Johnson, he did a video like in the last couple of weeks on that about how old Bill Gates is getting the seeds where he's changing the RNA inside the seeds himself. Plus, this asshole is up here is trying to make synthetic chicken and synthetic meat.
Well, me
and Tyrone spoke about.
They already got us. They already got us consuming human flesh, human meat, not for human consumption. I mean, when you look at Crack Donald's, everybody love. I'm not loving that shit, but they say I'm loving it. Crack Donald's, Murder King, BK, all that shit. Carl's Jr., all that shit. Wendy's is serving you horse meat. And people don't even know it.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and these are human rights violations. You see, these are scientific.
Used to do it, which is far. And
but it's the revolution gonna be televised. That's all I'm gonna add. It's the revolution gonna be televised.
We're gonna have to go back to living off the grid and all that shit. Like we've been trying to prepare our people for this for years, but it's kind of falling on deaf ears. But those that's gonna know, we're taking the proper steps to doing that. Like I'm getting myself acquainted with growing food. I've been doing that for 3 years now, growing my own food. I know exactly where.
And also too,
I know exactly what it came from, because I planted it, I let it grow, and I harvested it. Go ahead, Shabaka.
Yes, sir. And then also too, we got to get our young people to get some education, off in that, as well too. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the human drama of athletic competition like everybody does, and the Smuggets, up there winning, and then as you know, Brother Jay,
you was goddamn Heat and forgot that they were representing the Santa's land.
Yeah, man, I forgot that. Yeah, so I stand corrected on that. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? And I forgot the damn Heat was down there, man, with the Santa's lands and toilet dump and all that old shit. I'm gonna start calling the dump the tidy bowl, man. Yeah, I need my ass whooped for that one. Sorry, Denver Nuggets. But however, as we all do know, preseason is getting ready to come up where the Raiders and the Donkeys got to play each other twice in the regular season.
Go somewhere with that Gator shit. We are Bronco country. I got a big ass goddamn picture portrait that says Broncos on it at the old stadium, not in fucking Invesco Field at Mile High. But yeah,
as opposed to Mile High Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All righty. Okay, you guys are definitely 5280.
Yes,
yeah, that is the.
Tyrone, did you have anything to add? Because I got to finish this video, y'all.
Just in closing, I was saying, man, that the black families definitely need that reparation in cash and not all the more promises or programs. Like you said, usually when they settle for a lawsuit for wrongful action, they pay tax.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what we need.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You get no argument.
And then also, and then also too, I do know is that the NOI is that they had farmland down there in the South, for over the years, where they were raising cattle also too, where they were growing agricultural products as well too. You see what I mean? So those are some healthy diet plates, that the Nation of Islam has got going on as well too. You see, but however, this is why the hashtag resurrection of the mental dead was created, is because you get these damn Reverend Ham Bones and pulpit pimps and shit that New Era Detroit had went and exposed about 6 years ago, and I played their video on how they exposed the jackleg Okay, and also too, Tyrone, we did do an episode called Jack Legs, Pulpit Pimps, and Poverty as well too.
Yep.
And keep in mind, family, you know, we've been through a lot, but we got a lot of ways to go through it, and we got to start, you know, implementing these changes now. Is because, you know, you got this Bill Gates fake or whatever want to have artificial intelligence that feeds us lies, that want to go out there and make police robots, as Brother Che.
They're trying to have robots do the labor now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They want to have robots as the police.
Yeah, they were wearing RoboCop Terminator
Yeah,
time.
they already got attack dogs doing this stuff. See that shit on TV.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
We talked about that.
And you got the drone.
Yes.
These motherfuckers, they ready to war.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then keep in mind, family, you got to look at something else too. Now, where they had a RoboCop dog at, guess where it was? You know, where they started to test that.
San Francisco.
I'll give you one guess. You know it, straight there from London Bridge, heart of Silicon Game Valley. You know what I'm saying? Artificial intelligence. And then just like they said in that movie, The Terminator,
I remember
that motherfucker ain't gonna have no feelings, no reasoning, no negotiation powers. All it's gonna do is do what it's programmed to do, and that's gonna be to kill us.
Oh yeah, well that's a given. We've been knew that, but
I
gotta finish this video, y'all. Hey.
All right, okay, let's finish the video.
Y'all. Be here all day. Okay.
Because I gotta leave in 30 minutes myself to go to work.
They don't want to do reparations in California is because they don't want black people to be made whole in California, and they are anti-black racist. I told y'all, if you're against reparations, I've said that. I don't care what you coming up with. You're anti-black racist because you ain't said nothing about anybody else that your tax dollars going to. You're only saying that because you don't want black people to have nothing. You want black people to have that preordained position and staying at the bottom. And black people coming from the bottom messes up social order. Understand? That makes people nervous to see black people. You don't understand that. If you're doing good, even as an individual, that makes some people nervous.
Right.
Because they know they can't do anything to you because now you got resources. Understand? And when you have resources at your disposal, they got to approach you different. They can't treat you like treat a black person who have no resources, no nothing.
Right.
Think about it, if black people had resources, we wouldn't be in this position. Talking about mass incarceration. If you look at the majority of people that's incarcerated, they come out of households where people are making 6 figures and above.
No.
They didn't come out of households where people making 75,000 and above. Hell, a lot of them they come out of households where people making 50,000 and above. A lot of times it's low income.
Right.
Because when they get in the system, they don't have to fight anything. Or do they have any great businesses like that? No, but what if you get some capital? It's a lot of black businesses right now that's small. And if they just had an injection of capital, they would invest in their business. They would, maybe a little brother or sister cooking out their kitchen. Maybe they won't buy a food truck. Man, if I get this food truck, I can open up a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? That's what black people had, and that's what they don't want. They don't want black people to know. That's what it is. You have to understand, in the Willie Lynch letter, it said that to keep them dependent on us. That was in the Willie Lynch letter.
Right.
Why? Because if you keep them dependent on us, then they will be subservient to us. If you keep them believing in their system, then they're going to put all their faith in them, right? And believe in their system. So black folks waking up by the Democrat Party is shaking things up. And I like the Shields can't everything the Shields are saying, it doesn't make sense. All you got to do is question the Shields about black people and really home in just on us. Once you get them out there, everybody craps. I don't care about what everybody doing. That is the most powerful position that you can be in as a black person, is when you tell them, I don't care about everybody, I care about black people. That's it. Other folks don't care about black people, they care about themselves. and I'm going to take the same
Exactly.
position as all these other groups. Hey,
Yeah.
they care about their community, and that's fine. I'm not against them for that. I care about mine. You should care about yours. I don't want to hear nothing about everybody. That's a function of government to do things for everybody, right? But it's certain things that we need that has to be taken care of, right? So let's continue. Now, they say that Biden and Kamala, as candidates in 2020, endorsed a federal study of reparations, and they still do. They say, but they have expended little political capital to advance the project in the White House. And let me tell you something even about Biden himself can write an executive order and do a commission on his own about a study for reparations. Now, he could not do cash payments. He couldn't do cash payments the way that, because he would need Congress for that. But if he wanted to set aside some money that he has available, he could do that too. But it wouldn't be enough to pay reparations, right? But he at least, if he was serious about a commission, he can do it. Now they said Mr. Biden has spoken on the legacy of systemic racism in America, but has not issued an executive order to create a study commission on reparations, as some have urged. They say continuing. They say as long as people are talking about this, they say it's a positive for Democrats, said a David Townsend. He's a Sacramento-based consultant to many in the moderate Democrats in the California legislature. They say the problems don't start until you have to start writing the checks. Even a Democrat strategists know that it's all good to talk about a study, but they start talking about some checks, that's a problem, even with Democrats. Let's continue. They say the issue presents a dilemma that quietly divides the Democratic voter base. They say in polling, Black voters broadly support reparations, but other groups that Democrats cannot afford to push away in the run-up to the 2024 presidential race largely oppose them, including whites, Asians, and Hispanic voters. They say according to a poll of Americans conducted, it said by the Pew Research Center in 2021, it said fewer than 1 in 3 Americans agree that descendants of slaves should be repaid in some way, such as with land or money. It says 77% of Black adults favored reparations. Only 18% of white adults did so. Among Hispanics, support was 39%, and among Asians, 33%. About half the descendants of enslaved people compensated. They say while only 8% of Republicans agreed. But let me tell you something. We don't need nobody to be approving of what we need as Black people when it comes to reparations. Remember, the majority of the country did not approve of us getting off of the plantation. So if we're going by that, then we should be still enslaved, right? Who cares what everybody else say? But the Democrats is in a bind, and that's good. They're in a pickle. Reparations is the Achilles heel also, brothers and sisters, to find out if you really have an ally. You see, what they try to do is say, oh yeah, we allied the Black community. The litmus test is reparations. Ask them, do you believe Black Americans should receive reparations in the form of cash payments? That's going to let you know if they really your ally or not. Because even a so-called fake liberal, and when I say fake, I'm talking about a fake liberal ally, they cannot, you hit them in the soul when you ask that question about reparations and cash payments. Because deep inside, a lot of them don't want you to have it either. Understand? That you want to talk about the conservatives and Republicans, they just out with it. And that's why I respect about anybody. I respect anybody who's open and honest and out with it. Just like I was talking to my daughter about that the other day. We were talking about racism. I said, I respect the Klan member. I respect the neo-Nazi. I respect the Proud Boys and anybody that come out and say, I don't like Black people like that. I don't want them around me. I respect them, and I could actually have a decent conversation with them. Why? Because we understand each other very well. I'm good with him. I respect that man. What I don't respect is you feeling just like them, but smiling in my face. Feeling just like them, but saying you're an ally. And you're not an ally because you quietly support them. You go on the side or behind the scenes and say, yeah, you know, I can't say it out loud, but you guys are right. You know, I mean, yeah, these Black people, they get too many rights. And, all this diversity crap. They just
tuning in from Germany.
them behind the scenes. You'll be going out giving them
that's
money
good.
behind the scenes. But when you come out, I'm an ally of the Black community. Oh yeah, George Floyd, Black Lives Matter. Oh, it's so bad it happened to Black. Listen, I know you. I told you. Most of Black America don't know you, but I know you.
Mm-hmm.
I got your number, and I try to inform my people every day and teach them, even globally, what you do and how fake and phony and snakish that you can be. I got my people over there that's messaging me, learning this history, learning what happened, and believe what happened in countries. And I tell them, they come over to your country, smiling in your face, talking about they're going to help y'all. Black people, and you never see them helping Black people. What's that about? And my brothers and sisters over there are starting to think. They're starting to think and say, why are they walking hand in hand with a Black African child?
Yeah,
that's weird. What is? See, they're waking up over there too. One thing I love about us as Black Americans is that we have been the trailblazers to help push different things for our people globally. And I believe God has anointed us to do that, and we got to take that anointing that we have from the Lord and use it in the right way. Because if we do reparations,
well, that's because we're the original man. Yeah. Well, we all are from the diaspora. We're the original man. I mean, I appreciate the brother recognizing that. But that narrative needs to be pushed more so because we're the original peoples.
We are the original peoples, but what he's saying, Shabaka, is FBA has been the catalyst for all these revolutions the past 300, 400 years at least.
Okay.
Across the globe, not just in America, but across the whole planet. We've been at the catalyst for all these movements in all these predominantly Black countries around the world.
Okay. Now let's
Did 5% start in America or abroad?
America, because 5% of the slaves made it to the United States of America. 85% are diaspora, and 10% died at sea.
Okay, gotcha.
You were in the class with me, Paris. Don't you remember? Like that?
Yeah, that was.
Okay, now let me ask this question. Okay, now when Dr. Nkrumah did his thing in 1957, was that day the first African nation to gain its independence from the colonizers?
On paper, I believe so. It was Ghana under Kwame Nkrumah. Yeah.
Okay, under your namesake. Okay. No, 1957.
I got my name. Was it 57? I thought they taught us 60. It might have been 57. But
okay, that there was. Okay, in 1960, that was Patrice Lumumba, who was in the Congo.
Yeah, the Congo got their independence in 1960. It was several African nations that had got their independence in 1960.
Yes, sir. And then all the way up through the 60s. Now, wait a minute. I'm turning back to the times of history now. Okay. And then also, too, in the 60s, then you had a lot of them that was getting their independence all at once. Like Kenya was 1962. And I think Tanzania was like 19.
Somalia was 1960. Before that, it was British Swaliland.
Right.
Guinea,
Namibia, Guinea-Bissau.
Guinea-Bissau, yep. Well, there's two Guineas. It's Guinea-Bissau and Guinea-Conakry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I learned that in.
And then Thomas Sankara. Okay, and then you had Thomas Sankara. Yeah, because I remember the day Thomas Sankara got assassinated in 1987. I was on the headlines of the LA Times.
Yeah, it was Somalia and Nigeria. in 1960.
Right, and Ethiopia never been conquered
Not fully.
since 1100 AD.
The Italians attempted and lost. I believe that was under Mussolini.
Yeah, that's World War II.
Or was that World War II? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because Hitler and Mussolini were allies.
It will not be televised. Some power to Gil Scott Heron. He's the one that came up with that term. The revolution will not be televised because it's going to be us. It's going to be us making it happen.
They're trying to make it feminine.
You're not going to watch the TV and see it happen. You're going to go out and make it happen.
Oh, it's going to be televised because everybody's going to be out there with their damn phones. It'll be televised.
No, because if they cut the satellite, then what? If they cut the satellite, the internet, and the power.
Yeah, my brother.
Tyrone, you said what is it?
You're doing a comment, Jimmy. You got the comment? What did I just think about the Congo?
No, the comment was about. We were talking about the African nations that gained their independence.
Oh, yeah, ain't no doubt. That's got to be paramount because of the resources and stuff. That's why they keep conflict and instability going on in order for us not to be able to consolidate our forces and monetary gains. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the
first steps. Okay, I stand corrected, Shabaka.
And becoming independent all internationally.
So 1957 is when Ghana gained its independence from Britain.
Right, they were the first ones. Sure. In the 20th century is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we were saying that FBA, Foundation of Black Americans, Descendants of American Chattel Slavery, were the catalysts for all of these liberation movements and revolutionary movements across the world.
Right.
And Black nations.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna finish playing the video, y'all.
Okay.
It's like maybe 10 more minutes.
Okay, and I'm gonna have to leave in about 20 minutes.
It's better to be by standing on your own 2 feet for your own. They're weak, and we know this. All they can be is a lackey and a mole. That's the only thing they can be. But the Democrats got a problem.
For sure.
And it is good. This is a good position for them to be in. You have every right, like America, to say, you either give me reparations or I'm not coming out and voting for you. Sure. I don't care about what the Republicans talking about because you the one been getting our votes, 87%, 90+%. You the one said you was an ally. Yeah. You the one lied. We can say lied now and said that you was going to do police reform. You lied about qualified immunity. You lied. I got Black Democrats telling me that they are even upset because they lied to them. Biden did nothing.
And not only that, not only here our home here in Colorado and Denver, we had a amendment to end slavery in the state of Colorado, and they still got prison labor going on in the state of Colorado.
Okay, now can I say something?
What is that?
Okay, can I say something about that prison slavery, if I may, and please correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, it's because yes, sir. You know, some of that has been a deflection, but if you're saying that in regard to Black inmates, oh yes, sir, absolutely. But any other group, I could care the fuck less about them.
Yeah, I'm definitely talking about us.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, all right. Except for punishment as a crime, the 13th Amendment.
I don't care about everybody. I'm talking about Black people. Everybody not getting shot 17 times in the back. Everybody not didn't go through what we went through with slavery and Jim Crow. Everybody didn't go through that.
Right.
So when everybody have our story and something we listen, everybody not dealing with what Breonna Taylor dealt with. Everybody didn't go through what Sandra Bland dealt with. Everybody's not dealing with Michael Brown, what he dealt with. That's not an everybody issue. That's a black issue.
Why does his premise sound so familiar?
Story and that story. I don't care about those stories because it's not a norm for you. When it comes to norm, then we can have, because that's what they like to do. They try to do this comparative thing like with black people.
He's been around for a minute.
You don't have the body count to compare. You don't have the blood to compare. You don't have the mass incarceration to compare. You don't have the experiments to compare. You don't have the towns that was destroyed and a lake full over it, like Lake Lanier, to compare. So when you start having equal...
Well, I don't mind the brother saying what he's saying because he is right, but I have heard these narratives on another platform. I'm just not going to say the name of it. We're all quite familiar with the platform.
Because they don't have anything similar to ours. But the Democrats is not a group of people that I trust. I don't trust liars, folks. I don't trust liars.
Right.
If listen, if you're in a relationship with a man or a woman, if they kept lying to you over and over and over, lying to you, what eventually are you going to do? You're going to have a trust issue with them. And they kept lying and kept lying and kept lying. You say, look, I'm not going to be with you anymore because you're a liar. I can't trust anything about you. And if you're going to lie, you're going to cheat. You're going to cheat, you're going to steal. You're going to steal, you're going to kill. So I don't want to be around you. So black folk, if you wouldn't be in a relationship with a man or a woman that's constantly lying to you over and over and over and over and over, why are you having this political relationship with a Democrat Party?
Right.
Why? They have done nothing for us. Not a freaking thing. That's why they try to pivot to say everybody. Oh, I did this. They talk about functions of government. Look, Biden and them did the infrastructure plan. That's a function of government. Every country needs infrastructure. That's not for it. That is for everybody. You should want to have infrastructure, right? Why you trying to pat us on the back and say, see, that's for black people. They'll tell you, well, we did some regulations about clean air. See, that benefits black people. That's a function of government. When you want clean air, when you want clean water, when you want proper infrastructure, and where's the application of the infrastructure bill anyway? Because you got some airports in the United States that need revamping. You got roads that need revamping, bridges that need revamping.
Oh, quick note. We've had all these damn railroad derailments. Trains are flipping over. Whole bridges are falling apart. Disintegrating. A part of I-95 collapsed last week. It's all majority of the country's infrastructure is fucked off. Like 80%.
Oh, totally.
In an article that like 80% of the country's infrastructure is fucked. Like all China
and if I'm
Russia or any other superpower compared to us has to do is cut out the power grid and the water supply, and the U.S. is done. But what were you gonna say, Shabaka? Because I know you got to get ready to go. Still got
sir.
8 more minutes. Video.
Yes, sir. Okay, it's just like the infrastructure of those bridges, particularly that part of the Bay Bridge that they rebuilt that goes from Treasure Island into Oakland. Faulty materials, bolts are busting. You know what I'm saying? And they got all that shit from China. Okay. And now watch them build it over the years. And then not to mention the fact too, is that that affects a lot of people's jobs, particularly if they're in business, you know, doing in the transportation business and what have you as well too. You see, it's because, you know, the American economy is dependent a great deal on the San Francisco Bay Area just off this digital shit.
Wow.
You see, so we got to build our own infrastructures. And I did a video up there, man, about the power grid structures, because as you know, Brother Che, when I was out there in the middle of the Mojave Desert, man, on the California side as opposed to the Nevada side, it would be nice if we could put solar panels, say 100 square miles out here in this desert for ourselves and direct those power grids straight to the black communities of Cleveland, Boston, New York City, Chicago in the winter months, you know, because it gets, and Denver too, because it gets extremely cold, and there's enough energy out here to do that. You see, But however, you got these ass scratchers and yassa bosses who don't believe that we cannot do anything for ourselves. And just like what brother is saying right here, you know, they all figure that we got to go up there and integrate to get ahead, and that's not true. It's been a counterman to our progress.
Yeah. So
It really has.
Shabaka, the first African country to gain its independence was in 1847, and that was
Liberia. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Followed
Yeah.
by
Okay.
South Africa in 1910, or Zambia in 1910, Egypt or Kemet from Britain in 1922. Ethiopia, they're claiming Ethiopia was colonized. Ethiopia, People's Republic of the Congo or Zaire by Italy. 1941, Libya, Socialist People Liberian Arab something. 1951 from Britain. Sudan, 1956 from Britain and France, or Britain and Belgium. Morocco, 1956. Tunisia, 1956, both from France. Morocco, 1956, from Spain. Ghana is 1957. Okay, so there was some that predated Ghana, but yeah.
Okay.
Those were the years.
All righty. I stand corrected. It's all good.
Colonized, but we've always been told it wasn't colonized because Italy did not colonize the whole of Ethiopia.
Right. It's because what happened is that I did research when Haile Selassie had made a younger brother, about 25, 26 years old, as one of his generals who had went out there and got rid of the Italians out of Ethiopia. And I mean, they smashed them bad.
But I
and that's when they were up under Mussolini. Yes, sir.
Mussolini, yeah. Come on, computer.
Where's all that construction at? And what's the construction jobs that you say does them for black people? Where's all the applications that black people can apply for those construction jobs? Building the infrastructure of America. You understand? They're weaponizing government in many states to try to get rid of certain programs that benefit black people. Biden says nothing. He says nothing. And I told you, when the white supremacists, when they really agree with what they're doing, they stay silent. They don't say anything. I told you, their silence means a lot. It does. Just like you see the majority of them in America, a lot of them are silent. That happens in this country. Because if they really was an ally, they would actually stand up and say something. If they really was an ally to the black community, they would fight and laws change. They would use their privilege that they have right now. They would use it to go against them, but they don't want to go against them because they don't really want to be equal to the black man and woman of America. They don't want to be equal to nobody, as I told you in previous podcasts. They have a false system. They have a false system that was built on lies and falsehoods, and their position of being at the top is a fraudulent reason to be at the top. It's not based on, hey, you're just a better man, and that's why you're at the top. No, in order for them to be at the top, they have to steal, lie, cheat, sabotage, etc., and maintain that through military and police. That's how they maintain that. Anytime you bring them to an equal playing field, they're dominated. They're dominated. It's just simple. And they know being equal to everybody is not good for them. Because being equal, they gonna go to the bottom. They know that. Oh, they know. And the opposition of being at the bottom as black people, that's also engineered too. Because why they fight so hard for you to get certain knowledge? Why they fight so hard to sabotage you in business? Why they fight so hard to try to not let you come up Because they know if you come up and even get in the area with them and compete with them, you dominate them
You don't need
every
them no
time.
more.
Exactly.
They know who you are and they know who
Right.
they
That's
are.
why they shadow banned us.
Right now, even globally right now, other countries are saying, wait a minute, hell no. Hell no. We're not living in this soft system where you staying at the top and the rest of us staying at the bottom. Man, we're sick of that. We get together, and that's what you're seeing right now.
Yeah,
if you pay attention. All these nations getting together and saying we are sick of this system where you staying at the top globally, and the rest of us got to stay at the bottom. And you even earn that position.
Right.
Those are called white dollars.
So I will say this: it is a great time
system
to be alive, in the earth.
White
it is
dollars.
because you are seeing a change happen, and they seeing a change happen. And I'm watching this situation even globally, and there's nothing they really can do to stop it. The only thing they can do to stop it is go to war. The war. I'm talking about the Western power is going to cost them something. They know they're not going to come out of it the same. They're not, and that's why they don't really want to do any wars right now. Because with this alliances that's happening globally, people are tired. They are getting really tired. But that's what I told us. All we gotta do is sit back and watch. We don't have to do nothing. We don't have to do a thing because they're imploding on themselves at this point. But when it comes to reparations, you keep fighting for reparations. You keep talking about reparations. You keep putting it out there because even the scriptures teach that you call those things that be not as though they were. See, when you speak about reparations, when you tell them, oh, you're going to pay reparations, you are prophesying reparations even in the spirit. And this is why they get upset about it. You haven't got to die. I haven't got to die.
Right.
So why are they getting so upset by you saying it?
Yeah.
Why are they getting so upset about you declaring it that you going to pay reparations?
White guilt, that
they
white
can't stand when you say, oh, yeah, you going to pay for it. You sure are. I ain't paying anything. Watch. You
dollars,
it's coming.
White lies.
Because
white lies matter.
Them. Y'all, you believe it or not, when you saying that you going to pay reparations, you literally waging spiritual warfare on the white supremacists when you say that. Because you haven't got a thing, and they angry about it.
White
you got
inferiority.
And things manifest in the spirit first before it manifests in the physical. Y'all, anybody who got sense knows that. That's why they get so upset when you talk about reparations. This is why reparations is causing a problem for the Democrats. Because you're literally using your voice to wage spiritual warfare. And that's why you got to stay on reparations. That's why they want to change the subject. See, if they get you to get quiet, then you off of it at that point. But no. Stand on your square.
Yes.
Stand on it. And when you stand on your square, as a black man and woman in America, you're fighting for yourself, you're fighting for your children. We need that. And whatever we choose to do with our reparations, our business, our problem.
Right.
Whatever it may be. If we want to go blow it, that's our issue.
Right.
But they don't care about you blowing it, they care about you using it for the right thing.
Right.
Some people may build some things up here. Some people may say, hell yeah, I got mine, I'm out of here. And they surely don't want that. Because I watched the old interview that I made with Brother Armin Robb, may he rest in power.
Yeah, listen to him.
And he had said something in the interview I never forgot. He said, you sitting right here, said all the money you spending right now, said is in this country, which I was in Kenya at the time. He said it's not in America. He said, imagine if thousands of people to start spending their money here. He said, you really taking away from their economy. So you think they really want that? And realistically, no, they don't want no money. Listen, they love when actually we went traveling. Think about it. Prior to the pandemic, man, black folks were spending so many billions of dollars a year traveling and doing their things. That means money they wasn't spending here in this country. They don't like that. So imagine if we was getting reparations, what we would do. But as I said before, stand on your square. Keep talking about reparations. Keep telling the Democrats either you give us reparations or you watch how we're not showing up.
And stand on the square.
Period. Reparations. Then some of them say, even some Democrats, you can't be a one-issue voter. The hell I can.
Right.
I'm just like the white folks about the Second Amendment.
Right.
That's how I am. I'm a one-issue voter.
They try to change that.
You can't throw the baby out of the bathwater. That baby gone.
Stand up when you say
that baby.
You're not a girl.
So I can't.
You're a boy.
Ain't my baby.
They saying this
I sure
more
can throw it
healthier to do it sitting down. I'm like, oh,
you got to be like that, brothers and sisters. When it comes to your stuff, you got to be very dog eat dog. about anything that's for you.
No,
Because all these other groups are like that. Why aren't you? We have to make sure that we fight and stay on course. It's just that simple.
They just keep going for it.
Because understand something, when we fight and we are proven in history, we show our last everybody. Everybody eventually gets weak. Everybody like, okay, here. Whatever how you give it, But keep up the fight with reparations because the Democrats, they feeling the heat. Like they're gonna have to do something. Or they just gonna be winning every single year, and I'm cool with that too.
All right, Shabaka, what are your thoughts on the way
tonight
out?
On the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Shabaka?
Yeah, my thoughts on that. Yeah, that brother's absolutely right, and everything that he says is because see, this is why they keep us so divided. You know what I'm saying? Through the street organizations. Now, imagine if you take all them factions and unite them. You see what I'm saying? That would be a force that they cannot deal with. That was proven in 1992 when they had the rebellion in Los Angeles. Also, too, the reason why they don't want to give us the reparations is because, see, that could be startup capital. You see what I'm saying? That means we can open banks. That means that we can start acquiring land. You know, the 4 factors of production: land, labor, capital, and risk management. What is risk management? Entrepreneurship. Somebody's coming up with an idea to innovate, to make a change. You see what I mean? Okay, but the thing is, though, is that they don't want us to do it. You see, it's because, you know, classic point. Look at BET. Look at BET. See, when Robert Johnson sold BET. Now, Tyler Perry's trying to get it back, but he's going through a whole bunch of, hoops that he's got to go through because Paramount does not want to let it go.
Listen to our archives and watch our old videos, our old shows. But
yes, sir.
The next topic is actually about capital, in a sense, because Ice Cube was saying to keep your reparations. It's about access to capital, and we're being shut out.
Yeah, yes, sir. Ice Cube is absolutely correct about that. I appreciate Mr. Cube of telling that movie company of a movie that he was doing. They want him to get vaccinated, and he told them to go fuck themselves. And Mr. Cube most definitely is right about that. You see, because capital is that's where you start to move and shake at. You see what I'm saying? See, this is what Stinky Bird has done. This is what Fuckbook has done.
They were televising his league, the Big Three.
Yeah. Okay. And Tweety Bird, Stinky Bird, and Facebook, you know, with their crooked politics and all that old crap. You know, that's why they're trying to keep their capital going. Is because I don't know if you realize it or not, but when Mark Zuckerberg first started Facebook and they started making that money, you know, he took up legal residence in a foreign country, so he does not have to pay the U.S. no tax dollars. You know this, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that there goes to show you about how much he cares. Just like when they had Zuckerberg's ass up there in front of the U.S. Congress, and who was the senator from Texas was telling him or saying that, hey, Mr. Zuckerberg, would you like to have people know what hotel you slept at last night? He says no. He says, would you like to have people know where the last gas station that you went to put fuel in your car? No. And the congressman said, yeah, that's the issue that we're talking about. But you want every damn body else to go through that and do that bullshit. But you don't want to do it. So what you have right there is fascism. See, intellectual commercial fascism is what you have. So I appreciate, Mr. Scott on what he was saying and Ice Cube about how essential it is to have capital, because that way there you can move and shake. You see what I'm saying? And need to have venture capital firms, for black businesses. Although that when you start out to get your seed money, you're gonna have to give them like about 65% of your profits. You see, but even a better way on raising capital. Grassrooted. See?
Yeah, but you gotta already have
Grassrooted.
money for
You already got to have money
reparations. But
to have what,
would
Brother
give us
Che?
that principle in order for to have that investment.
Right. Well, see, that's another good thing about the reparations, you see. But then also, too, what'll happen if they do give out the reparations, which I hope they do? How do you know they're not going to devaluate the dollar just to prevent us from getting
Well,
reparations? Because one thing about this,
that's gonna hurt them. Though. They still relying on the dollar too. So I keep hearing the dollar about
well,
to crash and all this and that, but that's gonna hurt them too. That's just like if they fucked up the
no,
power
yes,
supply
sir.
or the water supply, that's gonna hurt them too.
Oh, yes, sir, absolutely. And this is why, you got them playing Space Cowboy, you know what I'm saying? And the next time they get on that shit, that SpaceX, and the motherfucker did blow up from what I understand, that I saw on some foul news, they need to fly their stinking asses to the sun, man, and do planet Earth a favor, man, you know what I'm saying? Really.
Get no
Because,
argument from
because they
us.
got because they got too much goddamn economical power. I mean, here you got this motherfucking Microsoft, you know what I'm saying, that's charging you now for you to use the word processor on your laptop. You got to pay for it now. See? And that's that same son of a bitch who's going up here buying up all the farmland to do the, to modify these crops to kill them, making synthetic food.
I got it hitting in the cut. Oh, shout out to Cuz. Let's see, Cuz. Al Jihad. Viewers. One of them is the Crip homie from from Nutty Block.
And also too, man, is that you gotta look at the fact. Okay, you got a viewer from Oklahoma.
From Germany. Can y'all hear us?
I can't see any viewers on this side.
Okay.
Yeah, I did see somebody checking us out from Germany as well too. Okay, and I'm gonna say this here, and I gotta go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, and definitely huh? Say what now?
No, what is it? Oh, he's speaking. All of a sudden. Okay. Oh, she's checking out.
Okay.
Go give your closer, Shabak. I gotta reset the Wi-Fi. Oh, now we got 2 bars. Like,
yes, sir.
Really stupid. Okay. I guess we're back. Go ahead.
Okay, and his phone is heating up. Yeah, so definitely check with us on Shabaka's Black Experience Enhance on Tuesday night, 6 p.m. in the Pacific, 9 p.m. in the East, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, and 9 p.m. in the Central Time Zone. And the phone number to call in is 516-418-5996. So definitely check us all out. Lady Che and Krumah, the anchorman, the investigative reporter, Brother Tyrone, and myself. And we hope to bring you another dynamic episode. And the topic is that we're talking about is revolution 24/7. All right, so this is Shabaka Sankori signing off from Sin City. And it's starting to get out here. And also, too, Joe Gibson, you're welcome to come out here to prove how we're all the same right here in this 95-degree heat. And you got to leave your sunscreen at home. And I will prove to you of how we are not the same. All right, y'all take care. Okay. And I'll give you a call later on, folks. All right, talk to you soon. I'm out.
All right, bash bucket.
Uh-huh.
I got the show for a minute. All right,
Yeah.
bash bucket. Talk to you
Uh-huh.
later.
Mm-hmm.
Coming. Sorry, everybody. I lost my voice and Jesse disappeared with Ramel and Tyrone, but he'll be right back. So I don't know what the next topic is. I don't even know if we even got through that last video. I'm just gonna keep it on there. I have no fucking idea. Pretty sure we did.
All right,
Man, I got some cold
we're back.
Thank God.
Just about to do this closing.
Yeah, he did it. He did. He was back. Yeah, I'll call later.
Okay.
I was telling
All right,
people I
so,
didn't even know. I was telling the people I didn't even know if we even got through the damn video with all the Ramel and shit. So I was like, I didn't know if we got through it or not. So
Boss is yours.
this is really, you
Speaking
feeling
of
yourself today,
Espanol,
guys.
too.
I can tell. Like, just won't calm down over there. You and Tyrone. He just feeling himself over there. And we over there smoking weed. We ain't like that hype. It's like, what the fuck is going on over there? All I know is it's echoing like springs.
Like how you doing?
She can't. It's
I can hear you. My voice is just it's just dead. It doesn't sound pretty. It sounds like
We still have to tell you.
Yeah, we can talk about it, man, because I'm gonna do an RVA tonight.
Are you gonna do the RBA tonight after Tariq?
I don't know when I'm gonna do it, Jesse, but you're not invited. How about that?
Can I get on the RBA, man? Amazing.
She ain't got the speaker, Ramel.
Oh fuck, I don't have a speaker. Well, yeah, so I guess I gotta invite Jesse.
America. Can I get my closing statement?
We're not done, Ramel. I got a whole nother video to play.
Virginia Ford fell off.
Or whatever.
Oh, he did? Okay, well, we appreciate him tapping in. Our investigative reporter. Yeah.
I guess nobody. It's like y'all don't have no decorum right there. I get on a better talking pattern.
Well, they're in the same facility.
Sharing the same phone or what?
I don't know. Ramel, what are y'all doing?
You want to call him out?
I don't know, Twizzy.
Do you know that we've been here for over an hour and a half?
Yes.
Yes, twin, this is normal. You can tap out, tap back in if you want to.
I just want to say one thing.
All right, because I'm having issues finding this damn link every time I reset it. Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, I want to give a shout out to the viewers of Jeremy Bouncy Flows, Bouncy Flows, all that good shit. The time, listening up, you know what I mean, from the brother Ox, you know what I'm saying? Assalamu alaikum, I will not eat pork bacon, you know what I mean? So, the other thing I want to touch on is the reparations, if and when, because they're going to happen.
Right.
But what's crazy is they're going to legalize a lot of drugs. They're going to legalize prostitution in America.
They're already doing that.
Do the reparations.
But they're already doing that.
Hold tight, brother. Hold your horse. So what I'm saying is they're going to legalize everything across the board, create their prisons, and then they're going to give us reparations. You know what I'm saying? So that way we can do all this fuckery and then end up in jail and prison with slaves again. So then they, you know, they get fucked. And then the other thing I was going to say is that Frida is not a girl. Frida is a boy. Stand up in the pit. You are not a girl. You are a boy. Don't fall in place of the name of yourself. Like, in the girls, they're trying to be boys. You're a girl. Stand down when you do it. You know what I'm saying? And the other thing I was going to say is the revolution will not be televised because it is being demonized, criminalized, and homosexual line. Stop teaching children bullshit. That's what I want to say to you know, stop trying to act like it's okay because it's not okay because some people are confused with being used in the future and use their politics. You know what I'm saying about the agenda and the establishment.
Mm.
You know, maybe that's what I
Professor Black
wanted
Truth
to
on us.
cut off on because
That's what Professor Black Truth always says. Power tools. Because you never know.
Yeah. So yeah. The truth is, man, top on for the name and tell by stop eating white people.
Okay, Romeo. Damn, I'm having the hardest time finding this damn article.
You know, the bossy knows Gucci not Gucci top.
Okay, now you're speaking it in German.
Wiedersehen, sayonara.
Adios.
This must be a manic day.
King, grand, king.
What the hell is this?
You got a manic day? This is a manic day? Remember? I can dig it if it is.
Stop eating white business.
He's speaking German because
Night.
everything sounds in German now.
It's shite.
Do not eat white business.
It's shite. Right. What we should learn is some Amish Dutch. That's what we should learn.
Amish Dutch.
En español. Fuck a motherfucker.
Long ass article. So I'm just gonna read the piece on. I'm just gonna read the piece when he says keep your reparations. So our next topic is Ice Cube, O'Shea Jackson, otherwise known as, says keep your reparations. It's all about access to capital, and we're being shut out. By Sophia Bogle. No, I'm not gonna read the whole article because it's very long. I just want to get to the part about reparations. So that's NWA back in the day. CIP Eazy-E. It's Cube at the barbershop. Barbershop movies.
Okay. And my phone is dying. I will call back. Let me charge my phone.
Okay. This NWA. That's the movie from the movie Straight Outta Compton. They asked the son about shopping. Okay. Intergenerational wealth. Okay, here it is. With intergenerational wealth being so low among Black Americans, do you think there is a significant or legitimate case for reparations? Ice Cube's reply is, there's a legitimate case for to cut the bullshit, you know. We know it's all about access to capital, and we're being shut out of that access. Stop doing that shit and keep your reparations. What good is reparations gonna do if you still gotta fuck us with the banking system? Or if you're still gonna fuck us with the banking system? The system that we're all slaves to. You got 13% of the people in America trying to live off 0.5%. That's how much money flows through our neighborhoods from a 2021 U.S. Federal Reserve study. States Black households account for 15.6% of the U.S. population and hold 2.9% of the wealth. Of course, there's crime because that percentage cannot live off that wealth. So stop playing those games. Our own problems, which nobody wants us to do, obviously. Okay. Still need to cut the goddamn check. And yeah, I agree. They need to give us more access to capital.
I think you're saying it when it's right. I mean, and this is a coming from an end that's, I mean, yeah, I think we're all fed up. Everyone's fed up. Not only that, it's just a fucking game to everybody. It's not a fucking game. In reality, when we try to get something done. So I think he's saying, um, what's right is coming from what other motherfuckers are saying. They're fed up and look, it's about this, this, and this. You know, um, it's nice that we want to change shit, but we really can't change anything. Really, we're not gonna ever be put in position really to make those changes. When someone gets picked politically to be in position, it's like they'll never get higher than a certain level. And
Right.
if they do get higher, like when we see, like in the case of fucking Obama, that's like the highest we've seen, right? So what really happened then? It was all like it was fucked up, you know what I mean? And and not just to mention, it's always like a fucking a play on words. Like they want you to have hope, but really there is no motherfucking hope. And the reality is that
Hope
it's
and
nice to
change that you can believe in. That's what they want you to have. They
yeah,
want you to have hope and change that you can believe in.
right. And they're going off
But
of fucking.
Lady Che, hold it down because I gotta go pay a water bill.
So they want you to go ahead. So they want you to think that, like how they'll go revert back to their Bible, but must go ahead, Jesse, about a mustard seed of fucking hope, right? Or this and that. But the reality is, once you get your motherfucking hopes up, then there's someone that'll shut that shit down. You don't ever get higher. Any black politician that gets higher, as high as fucking Obama did, they are bought and paid for, and they have to fucking toe the line. And that line is not on anything concerning black liberation, foundational black Americans, um, any of that shit, any of that black nationalism, anything that's remotely important to black people. A black crime bill, black this, black anything black. It'll throw everybody else's fucking agenda ahead. And it does that, or it'll distract, or it'll do what we call pacifying situations, like prime example, the shit that with the fucking thing that went in the ocean looking for Titanic, right? I called that shit out. Just as Jesse, we were out, I called all that shit out. Exactly way before they even said it. So as it's going down on the news, I'm like, bam, bam, bam. She might as well pay me, take me to the book. Let's go play a game of craps or something. That's like it, right? So what I'm saying is that they already know everything's already. They've been playing the long game with us. We catching up, and some of us are not catching up. So this is a plan, turning a blind eye, just pretending or listening or being asleep on purpose. Doesn't fucking even matter at this point. At this point, the way it's looking like we're all gonna be replaced with motherfucking AI technology. We're not gonna have no fucking money. We're not gonna have no jobs. We're barely gonna have any fucking food. Everything's gonna be fucking polluted. And it's them that did it, and we've been over here like whoa, 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 whoa. And I wish everybody would and whoa, 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 whoa. The reality is, if you think ahead of all the worst case scenarios, that's what we should protect. That's what we should be thinking. That everything is in the worst case scenario. Right now, what are we gonna do to get out of that shit? Nobody's gonna get hired. Nobody's not gonna. We would love to see a motherfucking person get up there and put all our policies through that we need, but they're not going to. They're gonna say it. Look at Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom played the big motherfucking fat biscuit with fucking California, right? And that's what it should be. We should not be
We'll
looking at
see.
Democrats.
We'll see Thursday
Right? We should not be looking
what
at
it is.
Democrats.
'Cause that's when the next hearing is Thursday.
Democrats should be getting the motherfucking boot. We shouldn't even be having a fucking discussion. And we shouldn't be turning down the idea of a fucking third party candidate, even though it's amusing and entertaining. It's not really, because for one time, there was a point in time where people were talking about creating packs, creating this, creating an alternate uh, party. So now that we could do that, the opportunity is available. They'll shut it down. They'll prevent it. They'll blame it on each other. And the reality is, don't fucking look. You got to take yourself out and don't look at it from the left to the right. Just look at it for what it is. You see what I'm saying? Don't look at it from the left is brain, the right, the far right, the far left. Don't look at it. You got to look at it for what it is right at the fucking moment. Make your decisions from there. Because if you got to go pick sides, that's what they want anyway. You're not going to fucking achieve anything. All you're going to do is be more fucking frustrated. Shit ain't going to be done. That's how they win. That's what the fuck they want. And then when it comes time to election season, like, look, you'll watch the news and you'll see the news will be like, yeah, watch the abortion shit. You know, people are trying to rally this abortion cause right now, what the reversal, and just to get people to the polls. Shit like that. Which really is fucking stupid. See what I'm saying? So go ahead, Jesse. He's right. Ice Cube's right. I agree. Go ahead.
I don't agree about the part about keep your reparations though. It's still a debt that's owed.
Right. I don't agree about that. I agree about the capital part. You can't. You really think as much money as he has? Do you really think he really means
you have
it?
millions of dollars? Of course, you're gonna say that.
You're just gonna say
your average
that
Joe.
mad. You gotta look at it from that aspect. When a motherfucker's mad, like I'm in an outlet hypothetical, like we beefing, I'll be like, man, keep that shit. I don't want it. Secretly, you know you fucking want it, but you're just so fucking mad because the other side is making a bigger motherfucking ordeal out of it, and you're like so fucking frustrated. You're like, man, keep that shit. Go ahead. You obviously need that shit, but you know it's not true, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like me and you beefing, and I'm like, man, you're like here, and I'm like, you're like, why? We're arguing over. Let's say we're arguing over blood, and you're like, nah, I bought it. I'm like, you know what? Keep that motherfucking blood. I don't give a fuck. But you know, secretly, you either owed it to me or wanted it. But because you made a scene over it, I got upset about it. It was like, man, fuck that shit. Go ahead, keep that shit, right? I'll find another way. I don't need you. Go ahead, right? Same process. He don't mean it. He's fucking frustrated. He's fed up. How could you say that? You mean it. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how could anybody, even us, right? Even us.
Oh my God.
I mean, whatever. How could we even think he means it? He's just frustrated. I'm reading. I'm like, he don't mean that shit. You know he wants his motherfucking reparations. Why? Because he's on a lineage. He's fucking creating shit. You know what I mean? For his family. Of course the fuck he wants it. Why would he create the fucking contract of Black America if not for that? He's just gonna say, nah, keep that shit. Nah, fuck that. Give that shit. He's right. But he's also like, look, we need this too. Don't try to pacify us over here with this. Some lowball shit. We need this, and this. We need you to take this shit seriously. That's what it's saying. From the little paragraph.
Yeah, programs.
Mm-hmm.
Programs. The internet's acting really stupid now. Again. So I'm gonna have to reset it again.
I'll hold it down. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm just trying to keep it on topic. So the next topic is should be oh, I gotta be here for Big Pokey. Yeah, keep talking about Ice Cube. I'm gonna reset the Wi-Fi.
All right. So anyway, people who are watching or not watching or whenever, sorry, my voice is out of commission. Okay, but look, Jada, I would just treat it as like anybody who's you don't mean it. That part, give it like you go ahead and keep your reparation because he would be fucking that off for everybody. If he just said it just about him, maybe he I doubt he meant it, but you know what I mean. And he'll pivot out of that. If I didn't read the whole article, but I'm sure they didn't ask him if he means it. You know, because we even in our community have motherfuckers that'll be like, I don't want reparations. I don't give a fuck. I don't want it. I don't want that. I want this. I want that. And then we'll be like, like, well, shit, you don't want to sign it over. See what I'm saying? But knowing goddamn well they wanted this shit. So, and quite as skeptical. Ice Cube's contract to Black America is fucking excellent. He covers a lot of shit. I used a portion of it as a motherfucking blueprint to fucking work on Jesse's shit. I used it as my shit, working on it because I didn't know what certain things look like, and so the way it was written, yeah, shit's fucking, it's like a masterpiece. And he left it open so people could add to it or not add to it. Many meaning black people, right? So, you know, I'm sure
All right,
he
I'm
wouldn't.
back.
Yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't have went through all that process
We're gonna
if
have a guest.
who, cuz
My old colleague from college, Alex,
on the phone or in the thing.
on the Zoom.
Okay, well, let me can I reach my statement, please.
Yes, I'm just letting you know.
So anyway, like I was saying, he wouldn't have put in all this motherfucking work and just then try to go in dialogue with Democrats and Republicans and shit if he wasn't fucking serious. And not only that, even if you don't want your portion, you don't want to fuck off everybody else's fucking chance to receive something that is fucking rightfully owed to their fucking descendants, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We done put in a lot of motherfucking work with this fucking task force. Every fucking buddy has contributed something to what's going on that task force. So with Gavin Newsom fucking showing us his ass, people should have been doing the fuck I was saying, pressure. You know, because now it looks like he put it on the back burner and nobody's even talking about it with him. While he's mobbing around fucking off with fucking President Biden and doing all this other shit. Nobody's even talking to him about how he fucked black people. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we're going with our guest, brother Alex. Brother Alex, I went to Metro State with. We took several classes together. Greetings, brother. He just moved back from New Orleans. He's back in the hometown.
Hi. How you doing?
Been going through it since he got back.
Mm-hmm.
Introduce yourself, brother.
Yeah, go ahead. Can he hear us?
Oh, yep. I can hear y'all. Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yes. Barely see you though, brother. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Oh, yeah. My name's Alex in Colorado, from Denver. So just trying to learn a little more on the what y'all talking about, so we can learn about these laws. We can learn about how to move out here. You know what I'm saying? How to carry a firearm. You know what to do in a traffic stop. You know, because a lot of us aren't knowledgeable of the laws. You know, each state is different. So, you know, I know down south they got this stand your ground law where, you know, if somebody, you know, keeps bullying you, you have the right to shoot them. You can't do that here in Colorado, you know.
No.
Even if you try to do self-defense, they're not gonna go for it. So, you know, I feel like just being informed on the law, you know, especially blacks and Hispanics, you know, us being knowledgeable of the law and what Colorado holds, because, you know, just like before, they still haven't changed Stapleton.
There's a black
They still haven't changed Stapleton. They still haven't changed none of these names. So even though we put in these requests, I feel like just being knowledgeable of it, you know. But
the name of Stapleton. It's Central Park. But brother Alex, we are a pro-black platform.
Black
we don't do black and nothing.
We don't do
black and black.
Yeah, don't let the shade deflect the message. I see you look at me like,
where you coming from.
Yeah, I see how you look at me like that. No, don't let the shade deflect the message, brother. It's pro-black, black first, black. That's all we talk about. So, and I say I could dig it. Don't let the shade throw you off from what you're saying. We don't do inclusivity over here. We do black only.
Okay. Yeah, we're like the only pro-black platform out here in Denver, at least.
I think it's because of the way I look and throw you off, right?
Like brother Jeff Bard, a bunch of damn coonery and buffoonery.
No, hold on a sec, Jesse. It's because of the way I look and threw you off right there. So you thought I was really Hispanic? No, sir. Black, Indian, or French. And my sister from Lake Charles. So I understand. Go ahead. I get it. But no, it's pro-black over here and black first. No, nothing inclusive. You'll never hear black and brown or broad and ambiguous terms over here.
No, we don't do it. We stick to the tangibles.
tangible,
Yeah.
very codified, like compensatory codified.
Or on code. If you hear somebody talking about on code, we're the ones.
Really ones, right? So don't let the shade deflect the progression that we're moving forward.
Shout
Can't
out to
help it.
Dr. Nelly Fuller or Nelly
Yeah.
Fuller Jr. This is the word guy, but we had the actual book.
That's my favorite, the word guy. Yeah, so go ahead, finish your statement, brother.
Go ahead, brother Alex. Did you have anything else to add? Because we were just finishing up our topic
It's
on
just
reparations for Catholic.
because it's like you know, I came back, and it's like, you know, I've always been. I know it's just more segregated now. I feel like, because like when I like back in Denver, man, you used to like, it's just changed, man. Like 16th Street Mall, all that shit, man. Like it's more blacks used to hang with the Hispanics. You know, the whites would be the least we would hang out with, but now it's just like everything's more segregated.
Yep.
And it's like they see me as a good worker, you know, to stay season. Like I always keep a job. I'm always working. And it's like now I'm more of a threat now, because it's like, damn, okay, well, he works too good, or he's always coming to work. So how can we fire him? You know, and I just feel like, well, shit, maybe if I was to fucking learn more about the history of Colorado, these laws on Colorado, then maybe I could go about change. But
State. It's a Ku Klux
How
Klan
old are you, brother?
state. The first governors and mayors. He's about my age. We were in school together. He's in his mid-30s.
So
Yep.
what part of the city are you from?
I'm sorry, say that again.
I'm sorry, my voice is kind of gone. I apologize. What part of the city are you from? Are you out the east side of Park Hill?
Oh shit! No, I was raised in Aurora, and then you know, I became homeless a little bit out in Denver. So,
okay,
but mostly just from Aurora and Denver. Right now, I'm out in Green Valley.
Yeah. Okay, I'm in Aurora.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
in Aurora. I'm in North Aurora, right?
And I'm in Northeast Park Hill.
Right, but I'm from Curtis Park, the east side, and Bells. So I can dig what you're saying. I don't.
Oh, Curtis Park over there by the creamery, by like 30th and Downey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I started off in South Aurora, became a ward of the state when I was little. So I ended up being shipped to the other side of over there at Curtis Park. So I mean, I like being like a 12-year-old girl, I didn't know a lot. That was the way things were. And now I've just been outside my whole life. I see things, but I never see the. We didn't have, you know, I'm Generation today, so I'm a little older, but we didn't have, you know, hang out with a lot of Hispanics, being they kicked it with the looks. We didn't hang out with a lot of Hispanics, not at all, really. And then with right now the way things are, you're seeing a influx of Hispanic people. And you're seeing more. You're seeing the whites are gentrifying everything, and all the black people are moving either back to Aurora or towards the Bells, or even further out. So we don't have
he's out in Green Valley.
enclaves, or like I guess areas that are black, like Five Place, for example. You know what I mean? Montebello is starting to become more mixed, more Hispanic. You know what I call it? Downtown is definitely, like, up until like maybe 2-3 weeks ago, was looking pretty motherfucking brown versus black. But if you go in certain areas, like I've been in the last week or so, oh yeah, black people are out there, they just homeless, and that's by design. And we've been outside. I was outside.
So we was outside for a good decade.
5 years, right there, triangle in Curtis Park. So you know, you talking to somebody that really we understand exactly what the fuck you talking about. And
that's why we have a whole segment on unhoused neighbors, which is our term. We coined that phrase. Frontline campaign, Frontline Black News.
Right.
We coined that phrase, unhoused neighbors, because they unhoused, but they still part of the community.
Right.
That's a strong statement. That's a hella strong statement.
Very strong.
And hey man, and y'all is right on because it's like now I'm in Green Valley and I'm seeing it. It's like, okay, there's more Hispanics out here now. Yeah, all the blacks is in Aurora. Like they're keeping it like downtown. They're trying to keep it like for the rich whites, Lodo area and shit. And it's like, man, it's like
it's all a game right
everybody
now.
used to just be like whenever, like wherever, fool. Like nobody gave a fuck, fool. But now it's just like oh, like okay, well, it's this section, that section, like more, like really more segregated type shit.
Yeah,
And
well,
it's like, man,
in a way right now with the way reparations and things is going, we kind of should separate and do more foundational Black American things and really stand on that
Uh,
shit because you got
Shout out
all
to
kinds of
Black
other
Star
things.
TV.
There's
That's
other
why
Black.
it's
Hold on,
reparations and
Jesse.
separation.
Hold on a second for a second, Jesse. Just let me finish this slide, then you get into it real fast. The thing is that with the reparations stuff going, everything was trying to get people are trying to take it and run off with it like a wave. They weren't following the Black agenda, and the way it was set up for it. So, they try to take it as a wave or leapfrog over it. So like right now, you got everything looking at the LGBTQ, whatever, and that's
yeah, man.
Avoid Colfax.
foundational Black
Avoid
American stuff,
Colfax.
right?
All weekend avoid Colfax.
So if you're encompassing more foundational Black American shit, pushing our shit way down here when it needs to be pushed right up here. And they'll say, no, we're with you, but they're not. So then they put the Hispanics again in front of foundational Black Americans all over the United States or anywhere they got a sanctuary city. So then we're again foundational Black Americans push back to the bottom of the agenda list. So it is okay now, I think, in my opinion, and how I'm standing on it, it is okay to go ahead and say we're only talking about FBA or Foundation Black American topics, and we're only going to push this movement because everybody else has got their shit not once but multiple times, and they keep leapfrogging over the main fucking thing, which is a blood fucking debt owed.
Right. Well, as the
So
sentence
you
of
gotta be inclusive, my brother. That's what
that
they want
all
you to be.
inclusive shit ain't getting us nowhere but in the
Hey, you ain't
grave.
gotta say black and brown or black and this. You can just say black.
Black.
People are afraid to be
Bro, how you
black.
doing,
They're
bro?
afraid to say black.
Sound like you're talking to somebody else. Are you out
No,
and
I'm
about?
listening.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm out and about right now. I'm listening.
Yeah,
I'm headed back to
people
the
are afraid
crib.
to
I'm
say
gonna
black.
go stop and get a blunt wrap real quick. Can I get two
Oh,
Dutch
yes,
berries
man.
or just a Dutch berry, please?
Go ahead, Jesse, I'm done talking.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
So we was talking about capital. Ice Cube said, "Keep your reparations." It's all about access to capital, and we're being shut out. What are your thoughts on that?
With us being shut out on what again?
Capital. Like money to start your own business, to infuse your business once you do get it started.
Well, you
So
start
you
out
can
what he
start
thinks about his
reaping.
reparations first. To ask him what
Well,
about
well,
his
shit. I mean, shit. Correct me if I'm wrong, JP. But I remember like a few years back, you was on that housing program or to get an apartment and stuff. And I
Yeah,
know
I'm still
somebody else
on
did
it.
it too. And I guess it took him like 6 years.
Yeah, because you got to take a whole test called the VS-DAT, which is a vulnerability test where they gauge how quickly you need to be housed. Like how vulnerable are you on the streets? The higher you score on it, the more they prioritize you. And you basically have to give your whole life story, like everything that traumatic that's happened to you while you were on the streets. And then you score high enough and they'll prioritize you. And it'll go from them telling you, oh, it's going to be another 1 to 2 years before you get housed to, 1 to 2 months. And you notified them that the property had opened up because they kept saying, oh, no, we don't have no vacancies. Nothing is open. Try again next week, Jesse. And they talk to you like
Yeah,
you're 5.
yeah. Next
No.
week turns the next month, and yeah.
So the first step, my brother, is to get a case manager. Now you can go through any of the service providers. We went through CCA, which is called the Coalition for the Homeless, and you get to a case manager. If you need me to advocate for you, I can. I've been advocating for several people, one of them which is Lady Che, and I can advocate for you as well, or we both can advocate for you to get housed. But it's definitely a process, and you got to know how to navigate it, because they went from a one home to this one home system back in 2012. Ironically, when they passed the urban camping ban that same year, and when the world was
No,
supposed
no,
to be.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, because I know somebody else from the he's from Montbello. He started. I graduated. I don't know. I graduated Metro in like 2018, but it was like 29. It was like 2017. He had got on that housing thing, and it's like he just got approved like
Yeah.
this month
Well,
type shit. And it's like I don't know if they
I was on the
denied it
file for
because
like
he was
10
black or.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's because he's black. They
And
do
I said,
not.
and I was talking to him. I said, bro, that's like 5 years you've been on that like
Mhm.
housing list. And yeah, you know, they're going down the list, and you gotta. I'm like, what? Like,
From back in like 2014, 2015, 2013. They just now calling me talking about, oh, if you still want your apartment, it's still ready for you. It's waiting for you. You type of shit. And now I'm housed in the freaking nut house, infested. The whole freaking building is infested. I'm gonna turn into the exterminator. I got a whole bottle waiting for them. As soon as they try to creep up in my door or on my wall, because they literally are coming in from the hallway. It's really bad. But yeah, to get into one of these places, it's all of that and somebody advocating on my behalf to expedite the process for me to get housed in this raggedy piece of shit we call Fusion Studios.
but yeah, I mean, and then go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say to answer your question on capital is just like I feel like you can't on a job application, man. You can't put that you got a degree. Like I can't put I graduated college, you know, because then they'll deny me saying I'm overqualified. They already don't want to pay you no money, so you putting on the application that you
How are
got
you
a college
overqualified?
degree.
Like that shit
That's
never made no sense to me. Like, how are you overqualified for the job? Like,
and
and they
yeah,
only
it's just
tell
shit like fast
you
food,
after
you know,
you
and
get the goddamn
it's
degree.
like I remember Malcolm
Before
X
you
was
get the degree,
fighting.
you're
He was
not
fighting years ago
overqualified.
to try to get that shit. To try to get that race ballot where you don't have to answer. You know what ethnicity or race you are on the application because
You
you know
have
they
to
look
do
at
that
that
though,
and then
'cause
they'll deny you.
they
But
tracking,
that's all I got, man. I'm like, this shit is just
they tracking the
changed, man.
numbers. And
It's just different.
oh, go ahead, ladies.
Well,
Go ahead.
what I'm gonna say is two things. I noticed that it depends on the voucher type that they try to enlist you for. If you're waiting on Denver housing, that vouchers they take fucking forever. They take like fucking 5 years. If you're waiting, if you got in through a different way because there's different loopholes, it's a lot quicker. Now the way they're trying to house everybody, so it should be fucking moving fast, considering that they're just throwing money at the shit. So I would try to take advantage of that as well, like immediately, because
Yeah, they just opened up the Clarendon. The Clarendon just opened up, and then they got some more properties. We were actually going to touch on that on Unhoused Neighbor News.
Me personally, though, I would go ahead and make myself, because right now at this point you are the most vulnerable. I mean, I would just go ahead and ride with that. You're the most vulnerable. You're a black man in fucking Colorado.
Right.
I mean, if my life's always in danger, I can't keep my fucking this and that. Doesn't matter if you're educated. Look at all the qualified, educated people that are fucking unhoused. You know what I mean? So it don't really matter about that. If you really want a job, I mean, they should be able to look at it. Because what's the point? You're not going to be able, right now on the application process. It does say optional. It should, you know what I mean? They want you to check one box. All right, well, fine. We're going to check the one box race. Check the one box. I mean, you're black. Either way, the census and all that shit will fucking lie on you somewhere somehow. You're black, so just check the fucking black box. They also even ask stupid ass questions on that motherfucking application. I just looked. I've been looking for a little tiny job, right? Ask you about your everything, whether you're a girl or a boy, whether you like this or that, your race. You know what I mean? And really they can discriminate, even though they're saying they're not discriminative. They can. And Colorado's an at will state.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't matter what the
Thank
fuck
you,
you
man.
say.
Thank you so
Yep.
much, ma'am, inform me on that. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Go ahead, Jesse. Go
So
ahead.
they can hire and fire you whenever they feel like it.
Yeah, they can accept
They
your
don't have no
application, fire you.
obligation to hire you, nor to keep you. They can terminate that contract whenever they feel like it. In this
Yep.
state.
They turn out you could submit it online and be like John Smith, and they'll think John Smith is white. They hear your voice like without seeing you, they would think you're a white, right? But then when they
Then you
see
come
you,
in
they
for the
see that you're a
interview.
yeah, they see that you're a brother, and they're like, oh no, but we already agreed to the interview. So if we don't say,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we even try to put some obstacle, like we have other people to look at, woo, you can get disgruntled, like, oh, I didn't see nobody here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here. I'm ready to work.
Well,
Then they'll try
Door
to
is
think
supposed to
you're
be
drop you
the
down.
one that's supposed to handle those type of things. Because I got a situation, but we're gonna get on it on the Unhoused Neighbor News. Did anybody have anything left to say about the Capitol?
I just want to add, like, I just feel like, with Biden raising the minimum wage up, yes, it's like, yes, it's acceptable, but then again, it's kind of hurting us because, I mean, if you look at it, you got like 16-year-olds who's getting $1,000 a week, and they're just staying at their house with their parents. They don't got no bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? And they just get to save this money. Hence, what y'all was talking about, being the discrimination in the workplace. Because if you
Mm-hmm.
look at it, that's how the Hispanics are still growing. Because what they're gonna
Yep.
hire other
Well,
Hispanic people who are young, 16, 17. I mean, I went in for McDonald's the other day. The kid, I'm 19, 20 years old, new manager. Like, man, how are you getting 23 an hour and you don't even, you're still living with your parents? So I feel like, as far as this capital thing, man, like, yes, Biden, okay, like he said, I'm going to give minimum wage to everybody. I'm going to give minimum wage so everybody could, affordable living. But again, it's still biased on who they giving it to. Like,
yeah,
I'm
that's the
saying,
whole
and who
that's
generates
the
off
whole
that
point,
shit.
Yeah, keep this in
brother.
mind though. If you're in Aurora, you're still dollars less than a minimum
Yeah,
wage that
so
you
they'll
are in.
raise the minimum wage, but then the cost of living raises as well. So is it
Wait, what's
really
the
a
what's the
win?
Aurora what's the Aurora
Yeah,
minimum wage?
yeah.
Like 13 or 15 or something, right?
Mm.
Let me keep
Well, I know down south. It's much lower. Like, but they break the rules. Like, it's supposed to be
725.
Yeah.
15, but
But
I
you're
mean,
here,
they're still.
you're
I
here right
mean,
now, right?
Still 725 down there.
You're here
yeah,
right
bro. Like, yeah, I was just gonna say that. Can you believe it's like $7.50, $8? I know some
Oh,
people that
hell
still
no.
pay like $9, man, and it's like they get away with it because it's a republic. Louisiana is a Republican state,
Yeah.
so of course, the whites are in the top position, but you go to report it, and they have been investigated. It was on the news. People had been protesting on it, but they just shut them right back down. Like, yeah, we hear your voice, but nothing to do about it. I think the most I got paid was like $11.50, like 12, and that was like last year. Like, that was like this year. Like, I was getting like $12.
But you're here now. Are you here now? You
Yeah. So
okay, so you're here now.
So the
Where you at in
minimum
Aurora?
wage in Denver is
Are you in Aurora, Denver?
17.29.
Are you in Aurora or Denver? Like where you trying
I'm in. I guess I'm Green Valley, so I guess it's
Denver?
considered Denver.
He's still in Denver.
But yeah, that's what they told. I'm starting out this Raising Cane's over here, and yeah, that's what they told me. I'll be
Okay.
getting like 17.
Yeah, okay, so you're in a good
Raising Cane's.
position right there because of the way it cuts off. right? Because any further down, then you start running into Aurora. Then Aurora turns into
Yeah.
whatever, $5 more or some shit less. I think it's less. But you're also in a higher AMI area too. So if you're not living with somebody or you're not in some sort of housing, you are gonna lose more money in your motherfucking with the AMI and your income. You'll have to have another job. You see what I'm saying? And
Yep.
so it's not gonna pay you enough
We got
because your
people working
taxes,
2 and 3 jobs now
they
to
take
live
your
in
taxes
Denver.
out there. Depending on how you do your taxes on your fucking application, you're gonna lose a lot of money in taxes. You're gonna be overworked.
Yeah, they
It's
gonna
still
tax
not
the
gonna be
hell
enough
out of
to
you.
cover hardly
You ain't
any
gonna
bills.
get your first check until what, 3 weeks after you start?
What?
So
Wow, man.
wait. So yeah, you'll get it like 3 weeks. It'll be like depending on what their pay schedule is, how you jumped in on the pay schedule, right? That's like
Mm-hmm.
normal. But however you're living will dictate how much money you have left on that first motherfucking check, if anything,
If
right? Because
anything,
it
if
might
they
just
don't
go to cover
tax the
your
hell
phone.
out of you first.
It might just go to cover your gas for that fucking whatever, or maybe pay your insurance on your car, or whatever you got that's so minimal. That first check, you might as well consider that nothing. Second
Yeah.
check, you don't work like harder than a motherfucking God knows what. It still won't be enough. You'd have to have another job. I don't see how anybody could pay the motherfucking rent here. My
The
apartment,
average one bedroom is $1,800 a month.
I'm in like a ugly area, and my apartment's like on a voucher. It's fucking damn near 15, and they raised it $300. So you still say so? It's 18 for this motherfucking dive ass motherfucking apartment. It's fucked up. You see what I'm saying? So your best bet, if you was single or like you're not living with a family, like you don't got wife or children that you're taking care of, then, and if you didn't have housing, you get on all this housing shit and file the right paperwork. Like you can file still probably Tabor or depending on your situation. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just meeting you right now. I already got fucking. I'm looking at all kinds of solutions within the last couple minutes, but like just better. So I'm not sure. I'm just saying that my right now, depending on where you're at in Green Valley Ranch, you're not gonna find a cheap place no more. Not even at the Bells. Now fucking overran with Hispanic. The streets are fucked up, but the fucking
Sorry, I can't hear y'all. Y'all breaking up.
I said that in Montbello, which is right outside of Green Valley Ranch, is overran with Hispanics. Streets are fucked up, but the AMI is super high over there. That means property tax, everything's high over there. You know.
Can you
hear? I couldn't hear.
Can you elaborate a little bit more on AMI? Like, what exactly is that again?
Go ahead, Jesse.
Yeah, that's the average. That's the average menial income for a given area. So Denver's is $82,000 for a household of one. It's either a one or a four. So that's the average. So if you take everybody's income in a given neighborhood and you factor that out, it comes up to $82,000 a year for the city and county of Denver is 82,000. I think Aurora is like at 70,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why you got to be working like 2 or 3 jobs. So they keep us so worked out here that most people don't have time to pay attention to anything, let alone politics. And on this show, we talk mainly about politics and how it affects us. Because I ran for mayor. Oh, he dropped off. I can't hear you. You're muted.
Oops, my bad. He dropped off. Sorry. Go ahead, Jesse. What were you saying?
I was just talking about the average menial income.
I've been watching you talk about politics. Yeah, on this podcast, yeah, we talk about politics and stuff like that mostly because you ran for mayor.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I was gonna say next. Damn, I wanted him to be on for this next topic.
He's probably gonna come back in. Just give him a second.
Alright.
What's the next topic anyway?
Big Pokey of Screwed Up Clicc passes out on stage and dies. Oh, there he is.
I don't know what's going on. I don't get really too much service. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're probably like in a dead zone. Who's your carrier?
Okay. Verizon.
What? Ain't that supposed to be the best?
I know. I guess when my brother's at, the towers is always low out here. I'm kind of like by the 40th and airport station, like kind of close by the airport. Like it's Green Valley, but it's kind of by the airport.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I guess they would still consider that Green Valley or Parkville. It might be true. Dude, what is it called? It's a neighborhood. It's Gateway and Parkville shit. That's between Montbello.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like a Gateway. Yep. That's what it is. Yep. Like Gateway Park, Central Park Station. Yep.
Oh yeah, I used to hit that station up like every day when I was working at. Where the hell was I working at? Oh man, I can't remember where I was working at. I think it was a moving company. I used to hit. Yeah, it was that Carter Moving. I used to hit that station up every day. I see my other little brother over there, Maray. He got like 3 kids now. What is it? But yeah, when I hit up that part of Green Valley or Parkview or whatever, my shit always go out. And I'm with Metro by T-Mobile.
Well, are you taking the bus somewhere or just chilling outside?
No, he just chilling. He just went to the store to get a stick.
Yeah, because you might lose signal. Expect you to just pop back in or something.
But yeah, I'm heading back to my brother's. I can hear y'all better now. Go ahead. I can hear y'all better now.
All right, so what's on? We got 3 more topics or 2 more topics. That Dirty South legend Big Pokey from Screwed Up Clicc, Houston legend, dies on stage, RIP. And in our Unhoused neighborhood. Last week. Last week, Thursday.
Most likely.
Damn, man.
I know. I think he got the jab though.
Well, they'll say we'll find out now. Here shortly, right?
Yeah, when I talk, what is it called? It begins with a T. No. Talk. I can't say it right. Toxicoxy.
Toxicology.
Yeah, results come out. Thank you, AJ. Let me share this. See the article. Shout out to our viewers. We appreciate y'all. We had a lot of viewers there, which is a good thing.
I can't see nobody on this side.
Now we don't have nobody doing what we did.
I couldn't see it when they did.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure they like that too. That's why I'm like, I don't even sweat if anybody watches it because I know they be watching it.
Yeah, they be purposely messing with the algorithms. make it seem like, you know, ain't nobody tuning into your shit. And you know how they are because you're in the whole campaign and they're stealing your shit. That's right. Copyright. Gotta copyright every goddamn.
It's ready.
Okay. I'm looking for the article here. All right, can y'all see the article?
Yeah. Yes. Wait. Yes.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know what the picture is and so. There's like a picture of it that's supposed to be playing.
Damn.
Oh, there it is.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So are you off of Memphis?
Oh yeah. I'm like 47th in Memphis. Yeah.
Oh, I know exactly where you at. You by the new Montana Rec Center.
Yeah. Yep. It got them 2 highways. 225. Yep.
Yeah.
That's my brother. That's my brother's apartment.
Oh, okay. Damn, I'm moved and didn't even know. So I have moved some people over there. This has been like at least 5 years ago. Yep, right before you get to Chambers. I don't know people out that storage over that U-Haul. I don't know. I guess they have a video, but it's not about Big Pokey. It's remembering those that we lost in 2023. Wow. Red White died. Who else? Fred White of Earth, Wind, and Fire died. Oh, working Linda, the actress, Robbie Batson.
I got it. I got a video.
Oh, God.
I got a video.
Marie
Can I share?
Presley.
Jesse, can I share?
Oh,
I got a video.
no, because I want to get to this article, lady. You got an article about Big Pokey?
Yeah, I got a video.
Okay, play it.
Same topic. Stop sharing. You gotta stop sharing. Can you see it?
No, because I got to add it to the stream.
No, I can't. Okay. Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, he collapsed on stage.
Oh, that's like.
Can you full screen it, babe?
Got that wood sturdy. Joe in the bank, got the chronic and it's burning. Focus chronic beat, I can roll. Big old Joe, sipping on the thing. I done let the road go. I'm a pro guy, super juice. Every 3, 3 or 4, go hot too. I'm getting sideways. Boys in the cage. On the Sunday night. You should tell us something, man. Stop playing with the big hope.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Put it in the stream, sipping on this lean. Barber died through text, watch the full screen. That's just how it goes. It's that nigga Big freestyle king in this bit. Ain't a whole
If you read the book, you don't watch the next chapter. It's the Pokey Flip and that nigga named Shasta. Ballin' at the Capitol, know we looking good. Chucking up the deuce and we represent our hood.
Hey, look, I represent my hood. Got more wood than the lumberjack. 6'4", hopping up like it's doing jumping jacks. Flip is the nigga with the flow, do the show, collect the dough. I'm at the mo, sipping a foe, blowing dro, and I feel like I feel trying to get a major deal. These niggas got me fucked up if they trying to take my wheels. Platinum grill, platinum smile, platinum artist, platinum child. I ball out of control into the prom and reptile. I ain't got no stepchild, I ain't even got no children. A nigga ballin' hard like I done sold 5.
Hold on one second. Let me see. One more.
About his wife.
Yo, what's going on, Sus Game, man? If you new, hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and also turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I drop. Now we back on another update on Big Pokey, man. Now if y'all don't know who dude is, you know he was a Houston rapper. I believe he's from Houston or either Dallas. It's one of the two, man. But you know he literally, passed away on stage. It's a video out there on YouTube. I'm not gonna show y'all the video. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's not what I get into, man. You know what I'm saying? Because watching that video is disturbing, man. Like he collapsed on stage, and basically, man, he lost his life. And a lot of people saying that he had a heat stroke or something like that, or man, it's just a lot of rumors, man. But his wife literally confirmed it. She real life confirmed that he OD'd. He OD'd, man. You know what I'm saying? Now a lot of these celebrities, man, be taking drugs, man, and in the dark. And y'all know, man, what's done in the dark always come to the light, man. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people say, he OD'd. You feel me? His wife confirmed it. And basically, man, once you already hot, once your body temperature already hot, and you already, in a hot environment, that really, reduced his, from him basically ODing. He was already, high on whatever he was taking, man. And then, the room he was in, y'all know he heavy set, man. And, his body couldn't take it, man. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's a messed up world we live in, man. And people don't know how to cope and deal with their own demons, man. You know what I'm saying? But rest in peace, Big Pokey, man. He was a positive dude, man. A loving person, a caring person, and always, promoted other people's businesses, man. And believed in other people. So much respect to this dude, man. And however, I would not put the video of him collapsing on stage. I got respect for his family. That's not what I get into, man. You feel me? But y'all hit that like button, y'all subscribe to the channel. I will keep y'all updated on this topic, man. And y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this.
Mario.
Yo, what's going on, Sus Game, man? Welcome back to another video, man. Now today we got an interesting topic to talk about. We got Big Pokey on the roster, man. Now apparently, he just got literally just passed away on stage, man. A lot of people, is wondering like, what's going on with Big Pokey, man. If y'all don't know who he is, man, he an H-Town rapper. He got a lot of love in Houston, bro. You know what I'm saying? And not even just love with, the rappers and stuff like that, but a lot of OGs in H-Town as well. Just a lot of rappers in general and celebrities, man. I want y'all to real life pay attention to the background story of what happened, to Big Pokey, man. First off, I just want to say, rest in peace, sending my condolences, man, to the family, friends and family, man. His wife spoke out some days ago and she had a couple words to say as well. I could just imagine how much pain she.
It's just us, right?
No, it's Alex is back.
Oh, okay. Let's see that. All right.
So apparently there was another video
right now, like.
Which did you see any of it?
I think you have to start it over, man.
Which one?
This one. I think you've seen the last one. I don't think we've seen this one. What's the last thing you remember?
What's going on, Sus Game, man?
What's the last thing you remember, Alex?
What?
What's the last thing you remember us playing?
What you mean?
You had dropped off for a sec.
Y'all was playing somebody. It was like a it's like a clip giving like an update of Big Pokey.
Oh, okay. So that was the one before
said,
this.
yeah.
So
somebody said his wife confirmed it or something.
Yeah, that he OD'd on
Yeah.
stage. Yeah, so this is a new video right here. Apparently his memorial was shot up.
What?
Yo,
Yeah.
what's going on, Sus Game, man? Welcome back with another video, man. Now today we got an interesting topic to talk about. We got Big Pokey on the roster, man. Now apparently, he just got literally just passed away on stage, man. A lot of people, is wondering like, what's going on with, with Big Pokey, man. If y'all don't know who he is, man, he an H-Town rapper. He got a lot of love in Houston, bro. You know what I'm saying? And not even just love with, the rappers and stuff like that, but a lot of OGs in H-Town as well. Just a lot of rappers in general and celebrities, man. I want y'all to real life pay attention to the background story of what happened, to Big Pokey, man. First off, I just want to say, rest in peace. Sending my condolences, man, to the family, friends, and family, man. His wife spoke out some days ago, and she had a couple words to say as well. I could just imagine how much pain she's going through right now. Like, all the, the trials and tribulations, man, that people got to go through when they lose a loved one, a close one at that, man. The father of her kids, like, it hit different, man, when it's the father or either wife of your kids, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish this on nobody. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's just a sad story to talk about. A mother gotta, bury her, her kid's father, man. It's crazy and sad at the same time, and it's nerve-wracking. And people got the audacity to really upload this man footage, his passing footage of, him collapsing on stage. I just find that mad disrespectful, man. Like, it's certain stuff you don't do, you know what I'm saying? And it's certain stuff, y'all know, man, when you up in age, man, you don't have time to real life to, entertain stuff like this, especially upload somebody death footage. Like, that's just nerve-wracking and mind-blowing at the same time, man. You know what I'm saying? But rest in peace, Big Pokey, man. Rest in peace a lot of, rappers that lost their life in Houston, man. Takeoff for a prime example, man. Like, he got killed in Houston, man. And, a lot of people was blaming Mob Ties, Jay Prince Jr. and, a lot of other affiliates, man. I just want y'all to real life pay attention. This is a revolving door cycle, man. And that's one of the, the words that, came out of Big Pokey's mouth. Big Pokey was loved by so many people. It's like he even uplifted a lot of people, that was around him, man. Like, he showed people that, you can really achieve the goals if you believe in yourself and, really, continue to keep going, man. Like, he was in the music industry for a very long time. And I feel like he didn't get that type of recognition, man. A lot of people want you to come in the game and, fit in with everybody else. And that's one thing I liked about Big Pokey, man. Like, he was such of his own kind, man. He was very, like, very, 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 I would say not under the influence, man. So it's real life crazy that he passed away on stage, man. You feel me? It's real life nerve breaking. A lot of people feel like he had a heat stroke. They are saying, Houston is a hot city. Houston stay hot dang near every single day, man. But come on, man. A heat stroke, I just don't feel like, that was the reason why he passed away. He probably was on drugs, probably OD'd or something like that, man. Who knows, man? You know what I'm saying? It's just a sad world we live in, man. It's another sad story to talk about. You feel me? I just want y'all to learn from these videos, man. Learn from these reactions, man.
I got a public announcement. So, damn, it's been 12 years. 11 years. 11 years ago, Tamir Rice was shot and killed by Cleveland. Was it Cleveland? Yeah, I think it was Cleveland PD. shot and killed that young man, that young black man. He was only 12 years old, claiming he was playing with a gun, and they shot him in 4 seconds. So rest in power to him. This is his today he would have been 22 today. So rest in power to him. But getting back to Big Pokey, I mean, you live fast, you die. What is the saying? You live fast, you die young. He wasn't even 50.
I was just saying this dude is mad confusing because one thing is that yeah, we saw the video. I mean, I didn't expect that shit to happen in the video. So for the first time seeing it,
yeah, that was my first time seeing it too. I was like, damn, that's how it went down. Somebody was like, Pokey, don't hurt him, and he go in to do his thing and passes out and dies right in front of.
Second part of the video. Second part is the wife confirming he overdosed. Then we get up to this third video. Second part of this third one by the same person is like heat stroke, not necessarily drugs. But which one is it, bro? You know what I mean? Like you're confusing the masses. You know, so and then it's still we're like halfway through it, he still ain't got to the goddamn service. You know what I mean? So
they already had the service too?
That's what the video is saying. On the top of the video.
Okay, so did you find the video of the service?
No, I'm gonna get it, Jesse.
Oh, okay. First video. I didn't know. There's one more topic, and that's Unhoused neighbor news.
The memorial shot up, right? So it says,
yeah, I was trying to get to.
Shot up, right?
Okay, so you gotta finish playing the video now.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Especially, if it's involving a rapper, or not even just a rapper, a celebrity, a public figure, anything like that, man. Like this is just another sad story to talk about, man. And the fact that people upload his footage, that's actually trying to gather information, on him. Do my research as well on him, because this can real life is all that type of stuff, man. It's mind blowing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people felt like this hit close to home. If you hang around people that's gonna motivate you, and this is sad if you ask me, man. Like this is just it's messed up, man. Like it's real life sad, bro. You feel me? But yeah, man, y'all let me know y'all thoughts. So y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Big Pokey said in his last interview, I just want y'all to real life understand, man. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, bro. This is sad if you ask me, man. Like this is just it's messed up, man. Like it's real life sad, bro. You feel me? But yeah, man, y'all let me know y'all thoughts. So y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this. You feel me? If you just now, if you just not knowing about Big Pokey, man, kind of do y'all research on him, man, and really get the like really understand what type of person he was, man, and just do y'all research on him, man. Like he was definitely a lovely person to be around, man. You know what I'm saying? So hey, y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all subscribe to the channel, and yeah, man, turn on post notifications, bro. You know what I'm saying? Long live Big Pokey, man. Long live, Take Off. Long live, Nipsey. A lot of rap.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it out. Like I think that was all a clickbait thing for a second.
It sounds like clickbait because I don't see no goddamn memorial getting shot up.
Right.
I was like, damn, they shooting like Emmett Till. Like he really must have pissed them crackers off. They shooting up his memorial. That's how they do it. Emmett Till, they shoot up his memorial every year.
Yeah.
They shoot up Fred Hampton's memorial every year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're down to our last topics. Unless anybody had anything else to say about Big Pokey, rest in power. to Big Pokey. I grew up on a lot of Southern pop, so I'm well aware of his music and the group that he belonged to, Screwed Up Clicc. Several of the members, Hero, Lil Kiki. It's a long list of them, but I became more with via meeting K Reno, the dopest lyricist of lifetime or ever, and he's from Houston. They all are clicked up in the music scene out there. So rest in power to him. I mean, I wish he could have made more positive music, because from what I've heard recently of his music, it's not very empowering. But to hear that he did a lot of good things in the community and supported a lot of local business and black business in H-Town, Houston, that's a good thing. So let him live on, let his music live on, because it is going to live on just like the legends before him, DJ Screw. Rest in power to him as well. Yeah, it's turning now.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. Back, another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in. And first and foremost, I want to say condolences to the entire family, loved ones, anybody close to Big Pokey, Poyo, Big Poke, Sensei, passed away out in Beaumont, Texas last night during a performance. All of a sudden fainted, and next thing you know, we hearing that he didn't make it. So most definitely to his family members, the people that dealt with him on the day-to-day, waking up, getting that call, seeing that video online, they going through it right now. And it's somebody they can't get back that they really cared about on a personal level. So prayers up and condolences to all of them. And Fox 4 out of Beaumont put out an official report and said, Justice of the Peace Tom Gillum III has confirmed that Houston rapper Milton Powell, better known as Big Pokey, passed away at St. Elizabeth Hospital after passing out at Pour 09 Bar in Beaumont late Saturday night. The cause of death is pending an autopsy. Powell, well-known friend Port Arthur native Bun B, posted a message to his Instagram, and all of the H-Town rap community, the fans, the friends, people that dealt with him, everybody posting up and showing him love. He wasn't local at all. The Screwed Up Clicc movement went global. For people that don't understand and might not know, the biggest recognizable song that y'all might know of him was, I think that might be his biggest national record, was the one with him and Paul Wall, Sitting Sideways. And that's the one that I had in the beginning that he was actually performing up there. But he had so many other underground hits and just freestyles that cultivated a big part of what H-Town is today, alongside with DJ Screw. He's part of the Screwed Up Clicc, Fat Pat, Big Hawk, Big Mo, Lil Kiki, Mike D, a lot of the guys that y'all might, other guys y'all might know to have classic H-Town records, went off to do The Hardest Pit in the Little, one of the most recognized projects out of H-Town. The lyrical ability there, the flow was there, the delivery was there. And it's crazy. I had recently reached out to Big Pokey to try to get him on the interview after him and J-Dog dropped that project a couple months ago. I hit him up. I was like, man, let me try to get Big Pokey in and get him on the channel, let him talk about some of his history and everything. But we didn't get a chance to do it. But actually saw him perform a couple years ago. They did something for June 27th. I pulled up for that. I've seen different moments, but Pokey most definitely was respected with this H-Town stuff, man. And just me as kids growing up hearing them freestyle. If you don't know that 90s era, us as kids, that's what we getting the beating on the tables, and I'ma come down, I'ma pop my trunk. You know what I'm saying? We pouring up drink, fifth wheel, candy paint, all that come from that era of the South Side of what they brought
Wood
to this
Grain
thing, man.
Will.
They put out, they gave us a lot of our culture, and he's one of them guys, man.
Yeah, Pimp
Most
C.
definitely.
Pimp C
So
really put that
prayers
on
up to
the
Big
map.
Pokey. I just did a freestyle on one of the classics he was on. The Goody Mob Cell Therapy. The Peeping in the Window, as y'all might know it as, but him and Kiki was on there. I heard Sauce freestyle on it, on the Radar freestyle he did, and I went, got my dog. I tried to do it on the mic, but couldn't do it. And then I said, I'm for the freestyle, just hold the phone, nigga, and I put it up on the channel. That's really just me paying homage to what I grew up on as a kid, nigga. The I Need a Bitch freestyle, just anything Pope hopped on, and he had a distinctive voice flow.
Pause it real quick. I think they're all dead.
Bars, everything, man. Probably one of the biggest songs I fell in love with after SUC era when they was dropping stuff that 9 times out of 10 on Evacuation Notice. I remember when that one came out, I couldn't stop playing that one, man. But nah, Big Poke, man, you most definitely did your thing. Rest in peace. Everybody viewed you as a legend when it came to this rap shit out of H-Time. We know what you did for the game, just for his family.
Can you go back to the clip where he showed Screwed Up Clicc? Yeah, right there. Oh, go back.
One of them guys, man. Most definitely. So prayers up to Big Poke.
Pause. You gotta pause it, babe. Just go back to that part and just pause it.
What part?
To the Screwed Up Clicc part where they had all their names.
That's where what? That's where it was.
Yeah, but you just let it play.
That's what we getting a beating on the table. I'm dying. I'm popping trunk. You know what I'm saying? We pouring up drink, fifth wheel, candy paint. All that come from that era of the South.
I had it right the first time.
Yeah. Talking about right there, JP? Talking about right there?
Yeah. Full screen it. Yeah. All right, so
it is full screen.
I see it now. So yeah, Big Pokey, he's on there. Big Mo. I don't think Big Mo is still alive. Who's next to him? Who's that next to Big Mo?
ESG.
Oh, he's still alive. ESG is still alive. Remember he did that collabo album with Mac Mall, Lady Che.
Yeah,
Hawk is dead.
Hawk dead. Lil Kiki's still alive, I think.
Yep.
Lil Kiki's still alive.
Fat Pat's
dead.
DJ Screw dead.
Mr. 32.
I don't know about Mike D. I don't know about Mike D and the rest of them.
Mr. 32.
Mike D might still be alive. Mr. 32 is dead.
Zero.
And DJ
Ward.
Screw is dead.
Chris Ward.
Zero still alive. Ward is still alive.
Trey
the Truth is still alive.
Grace or yeah. I can't read the words. Get the letters as well. Willeen is still Willeen. Little D. Cleode and Lil Third and Head. You there?
I feel like we as Denver, like we still struggling for like a source of like identity. Like we don't have an identity. Like I feel like different parts of Denver, you go, everybody want to be like, you know, you got different parts of Denver. Some people want to be like the South. Some people want to be like the East Coast. And Denver just filled with everybody. Like we don't have our own identity.
Well,
I could say not as big as Texas. Like them niggas known.
Denver's. You gotta think about it like this. Denver. When you come to Denver, you can pick up any accent. You can pick up any tone.
I'm back.
Everything is just thrown here. There's not really
Right,
anything coming out of here.
right. Which makes it so
And it's
hard
been
to
like
make an identity.
Yeah.
right. So where do you come
I'm back,
originally?
y'all.
Yeah, we know, Jesse. You're loud.
Oh, okay.
You say you came out, you were gone for a minute. Yeah. So I would say that it's all been thrown here, and then people take pieces like, from where they're from or whatever, or how they're whatever they vibe with naturally. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm from California, but I vibe more with Southern and West Coast music.
Hip hop.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So that's where I'm at. I don't really mess around with the East Coast shit because I don't really like it that much. Maybe if it come off of like some R&B, I like R&B. You know what I mean? But that's it's kind of like watered down, or it's so fucked up now. The music's so it's like trash. So
It
I don't even
is
want
trash.
anything new. It's very rare that I'll catch on to somebody got to turn me on to it, and I'll be like, okay, or what? And in my mind, still where I knew music was good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you're born here, you're getting everything that people have came here and tossed on you.
Yep. Yep.
So it's kind of hard you to not really have an identity other than as far as musically, and then things are so whitewashed. We don't really have shit that's coming out musically from Denver. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So it's kind of hard. We don't have like nothing really has really made it out of Denver and that became a trend. Or I don't remember if there has been anything. I have a couple artists here and there, but I don't think a whole genre or whole movement really came out of Colorado, Denver to get people, jumping. We got it's so few and far between, you know. Go ahead, Jesse.
Yeah. I
Are
mean,
we
we've had
on it?
some we from all genres, but hip hop. I mean, we had Trevor Ridge, we had Interstate Ike, we had Kofax Cack, we had Homeboys Only. Shout out to General Norad and crew. We had what's that
Yeah,
other
they made
group?
the Hip Hop Hall of Fame.
What's that other group? Black Hole Posse. Shout out
Mhm.
to them. A Rapper Truth. Um, who else?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We had artists, but not like a whole,
Oh, you talking about like a whole movement? Yeah.
Yeah, we've had artists come out of here. Yeah, General Norton and them got the Hip Hop Hall of Fame right now. So yeah, that's yeah. But it's not like a big thing, like that. We're going to the South, so we know exactly what type of music we gonna listen to. We know what we're listening to over there in Louisiana. We know what we're listening to in Texas. We know
I'm
what we're
saying we
listening
don't
to
have our
over
unique,
here,
like our
Tennessee,
own distinct
Oklahoma.
sound.
Right? That's what.
Right.
Yeah,
Like all
that's what
those
he's
places you name, they have their own distinct sound. We don't really have our own distinct
There's nothing
sign,
distinct
not sign,
really. There's nothing distinct really about what's
sounds.
going on in the city.
Yeah. Besides gentrification, no.
No,
Right,
as far as
right,
artistically
yeah,
at
right,
all.
right. But let me ask y'all this: do you think we'll ever see an identity in our generation?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Denver, we're pretty much smack dab in the middle. So, but we lean more West Coast than we do East Coast, and we lean more South because we are technically closer to the South. Because I mean, the Texas Panhandle is not that far away from
Mm,
us. It's like literally 2 states away, maybe Kansas and Oklahoma. So
I'm
we're
gonna
not
say
too far removed from the South either. So and then we got the Midwest right next door to us, uh, Kansas City, Omaha, uh, Chicago, St. Louis, Minneapolis. Well, the Minneapolis that's further north, but that's considered Midwest. Milwaukee, Midwest.
I'm gonna go and say no, no. Probably have another couple, maybe handful of tight ass artists come out, but that'll be it. As far as a genre or movement that can clearly say, "Well, that's Denver music." No, I'm gonna say no. It would have already happened.
right. Agree. I don't know, man. Maybe I made a mistake coming back. I don't know, man. It just doesn't feel. Everything is different, man.
Well, what exactly feels different that isn't happening everywhere else? I think that what you're saying from Louisiana, yeah, I guess it looks a little different. Versus when did you leave and when did you come back?
So I left in like what, like, yeah, right before the pandemic. Yeah, I
Yeah.
left right before the pandemic. I'm just now coming back. So
Yeah, so
Yeah,
things
like
have changed a little.
2018, 2019, something like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
things have
I could
changed.
just
Yeah.
say, the different. I guess the biggest thing I see now, the differences is like, the, is like the education system, man. Like they like even right now, like we're on the stream yard and stuff. Like, man,
Yeah.
like, can you believe they still got like computers, and like, man, you go in the libraries down there, they still running off of like 1990 Windows programs. You feel me? Like like they
Wow.
still running off of like old, like nothing's updated, like there's no resources. And I feel like, how do you do that when you having, $3 million for a crawfish boil? You just had all this crawfish and this catfish y'all feeding, and then y'all making $3-4 million for the city, and y'all don't go putting into the city to teach people anything. So I mean, as
It's
far as the
misappropriation
resources,
of
man, but somebody else said down south it's always been like that. Like
Yeah.
the South has always been slow on resources, slow
no,
on getting everything. But
it's
it's
just
like, man, it's like, come
misappropriated
on, man,
funds.
it's 20, like, what is this, 2023? Like,
2023.
come on, man, like, come on, bro. It's like
Simple.
We
people,
It's
still
it's
living
like,
like
man,
misappropriated.
1893.
It's
God,
misappropriated funds. It's cronyism and corruption. It's paying other shit versus the actual what the people need. So that's really
hmm
what it is. That's the simplest shit ever. It's misappropriated funds where the funds and resources supposed to go to this, and this, and it's not going to this, and this. And they just try to
That's
slip
because
it
it's a
up.
predominantly black state.
Nobody,
Louisiana is
nobody paid
predominantly
attention
black.
though. I guess what he's saying is that no one pays attention enough to make a scene or be upset about it, but it's happening. And when you ask them questions, say, "Oh well, we're giving you this, and this, and this, and this," but really, if you look out, if you're outside, you're seeing all this gentrification, all this shit happening. But your areas aren't getting the fucking resources that people are
Um,
dying
were they starting to gentrify New Orleans, Alex, when you were out there?
oh yeah, bro. Because I think like before the pandemic, the rent was like, it was decent, man. Like it was like $600. And then
Yeah.
now, they're starting to get like they're just realizing, what it is to get $1,000 rent, and
Mhm.
it's like, well, okay, well, how are you paying $1,000 rent? But again, you're paying people $8 an hour. So it's
Oh my
like
God.
just starting to hit them. It's like it's
Yeah.
just starting to hit them. I said the most I seen, I had went to a Walmart, and the most I had got paid was like 11.50, man. And to them, to
Oh my
some
God.
people, I was like good. I was like, they had never seen $11 in their life. So to them, that was like heaven.
Haven't made
And it's like, I'm trying to tell them,
hours.
like, y'all gotta wake up. Like this gentrification stuff, like this been going on, man. Like y'all gotta wake up. Like y'all gotta but they're so, like I said, they're so stuck in their ways, man. It's like, they're
Mm-hmm.
so like, we don't want to learn. Kind of like, I think you had said it before a year back. I had called you when I was telling you that,
Mm-hmm.
damn, they got a church on every corner. They got a church
Yep.
on every corner. You was like, yeah, Alex, I stopped. You can't resurrect the brain dead. You cannot resurrect the brain
Mm-hmm.
dead. And it's
Resurrection
like,
of the Mental
I'm
Dead.
I'm going
Yes,
down there.
sir.
I'm trying to
A
tell
whole
them.
hashtag around
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling them. I'm spreading the word. I'm telling them stuff. And what do? They just, they don't want to. They don't want to learn it. They want to be dumb. They
it.
want to stay.
Mhm.
They want to stay
Well,
there. So
misery
I
loves
had to leave,
company.
man.
Yeah, and misery
I had
loves
I had
company.
to leave. I
Those
said,
places are
y'all don't want to
usually pretty.
learn.
The people in those
I
places are
said,
usually pretty miserable, and they want to keep you miserable right
yep.
along.
Yeah, miserable with them. Right, right. So I said, man, let me get the fuck out of here. So I just left, man. I'm glad I
Yeah.
did, because they probably wouldn't have made me make it. I could feel myself getting done. I could I just know I'm getting done. I said, oh, I gotta get out of here. And it was like, I was trying to move. It was like, when I was trying to leave, they didn't want me to leave. And that's when I knew it was a problem. I said, yeah, let me go. I'm glad I did. So, but I mean, and then it's crazy because I get here and then everybody, yeah, I'm leaving Colorado. I'm going to Texas. I'm going to Atlanta. I'm going down south. So it's like everybody's going down south. I'm like, man, I'm done with down south. They're just wrong, bro. A lot of their medical system, like I said, people have already exposed them on this. They did protest. They bought it on the news. The mayor was all under investigation, and they knew they were stealing the money. They knew they were stealing the money, and what they do, they just didn't care, bro. They just let them go, So,
ain't it an Asian woman that's the mayor right now?
It's like some light skinned lady, but that shit is trash, bro.
Cause she was raising Cain with that Stop Asian hatred that we was talking about yesterday. Let me see. So we're down to our last two topics, y'all, and that's the Unhoused Neighbor News and the Unhoused Neighbor Sweeps. So Michael Hancoon is on his way out. This is his last month in office. Goodbye and good riddance. I just recently seen him at the Fix announced soul food restaurant that's coming to 5 Points called Fixins, and it's owned by a brother who used to play for the Phoenix, Kevin Johnson, and he's the former mayor of Sacramento, California. So now he is opening up a chain of restaurants all across, and Denver is number 4 on the list of openings. He's going to have openings in Detroit, Oakland, Atlanta, and there was one more. He just opened up one in Tulsa, Oklahoma, side of one of the many Black Wall Streets that was destroyed by white mobs in the U.S. military. And he had one. He opened up one in L.A. I want to say San Diego, and now he's moving east and opening up. He said he's going to open up one in Oakland too, but he's moving further east to Oklahoma, Tulsa, Georgia, Atlanta. So we're one of 4 that are going to open up next year. So Michael Hancoon was there, and including him. This is last month in office. They elected the cracker. They selected the cracker, Mike Johnson. So he's going to be the new mayor. And he claims that
how long has Hancock been in? He's been in there for a fucking minute.
Oh my God, Hancock's been in there too damn long. Hancock's been the mayor all 3 terms. And then before that, he was on city council all 3 terms. So he's been in city government for 24 years.
Yeah, I was just going to say about 20 years, man. Fuck him,
man. Yeah, 24 too long. So goodbye to the Santos land. He's moving to Florida because he can't even afford to live here anymore. So Lady Che, what are your updates on the Unhoused Neighbors? I had a few articles that I was going to put up, and we got our guest who is technically an unhoused neighbor, Alex. I was going to talk about that encampment on I-225. All this money, like Lady Che was talking about, that they're spending on housing. There's a sister that's homeless now, but somebody stole her trailer.
Go ahead, Jesse, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do your little.
Denver Loans Coalition, $10.4 million for the Clarendon.
Go Go ahead, Jesse.
And there's one more.
Go ahead.
Okay. Something about the youth. Okay, so well, this is your neck of the woods, Lady Che.
So that's why
Aurora.
I'm shocked that you're doing. I'm not just an Aurora, Jesse. Because come on now.
I'm talking about currently, not
Really what?
currently you're in Aurora. The large encampment appears on shoulder of I-225 ramp. What are your thoughts on that? There's a huge encampment, Alex, right off of I-225 and Parker Road.
Well, shit, weren't they supposed to make a weren't they supposed to make some parking lot and make those camps and make it for people to live? Like, weren't they supposed to do that with the like a lot of those public places, like you know,
Yes,
like
they were supposed to do that.
giving them, because before I left, they had took all the money and they was giving the homeless people lockers downtown.
Yeah.
Off of like Blake and Market, they was giving them big lockers and shit. And then now they said they were supposed to be giving them, like, they were supposed to give a camp yard. They was supposed to let them camp there. It's supposed to be like a resource yard, but I guess not, huh?
You talking about in Denver or Aurora?
Yeah, in
Those
Denver.
are considered SOS camps and small, tiny homes. So those have
Oh,
been
we're talking about Aurora right now. Aurora, there's only
Doesn't
one
matter.
shelter in Aurora. But hold on, he just got back in town. He don't know what's going on now. Okay, so Aurora only has one shelter, and there's no services like in Denver. Like Denver has all the services. You get more services in Denver than you do in Adams and Arapahoe County in Aurora. So Aurora is real, like, they don't have a camping ban, but they're getting to that point where they're gonna have a camping ban. So they be sweeping people, but we don't be notified of it. Like, we get notified of all the sweeps in Denver. But they don't have something similar, or at least we don't have access to it. Similar in Aurora. But Aurora, the city council runs Aurora, not the mayor. The mayor's another figurehead. But I thought a guy. I was talking about Hancock. So this is last month in office, and there's another Mike, the current mayor of Aurora, Mike Kaufman, and I guess they want to clear this encampment, but they legally can't do it. CDOT can't legally do it. So it says several people have set up a growing encampment on the shoulder of an on-ramp to Interstate 225 at Parker Road. Fox 31 reached out to the Colorado Department of Transportation, or that's the CDOT, about this problem and what's being done to fix it. CDOT said no trespassing signs are usually the first option to curb encampments. The department said it cannot clear out an encampment without help from local law enforcement, but that is another option and done as humanely as possible. Then the cleanup, not just trash, but hazardous waste, which costs an annual cost to the state of between $2 million to $3 million. There is also the human cost of these encampments, the safety of the people who set them up and live there. Back in April, a man sleeping in a tent off I-25 was hurt and later died when he was struck by a car. People experiencing homelessness face a number of risks to their lives: untreated illnesses, drug-related overdoses, violence, and traffic. Deaths are rising. Called the homeless death count, coordinated with the Guardian, and found homeless death rates rose 77% from 2016 to 2020.
Mm.
In Denver alone, that
Damn.
same study reported an increase of homeless deaths in the city of 30% over the same 4-year period. There are just deaths. These are just the deaths that are being reported. National Healthcare of Homeless Council estimates between 17,000 and 40,000 annual deaths of people experiencing homelessness. Damn. If you want to do something to help, see that you can start by reporting encampments. Oh no. Set process in motion of clearing them out and getting them cleaned up. So in other words, they want to sweep this encampment, but they
Yeah, they've
legally
been
can't
doing
do
the
it.
fucking sweeps though. Fuck them. They've been doing them sweeps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, Denver has, but see, this is kind of a gray area because it's one side of 9 Mile, because it's basically on the other side of 9 Mile. The parking lot is in Denver, and the other side is in Aurora or Arapahoe County. So it's that bullshit. But it's on the Aurora side, so they can't sweep it. But if it was on the Denver side, they would have no issue sweeping that encampment. As many sweeps that we done
What the fuck?
documented and witnessed and endured in Denver since 2012. And they're sweeps. They're not cleanups. These are traumatic displacements. They're traumatically displacing whole groups of people, whole communities. They don't give a fuck about us. They want us to die. And when they sweep, that's exactly what ends up happening because they take in all your materials. They're taking your survival gear. They're taking your tent. They're taking your tarp. They're taking your sleeping bag. They're taking anything besides your own clothing to keep warm. They're taking blankets. They're taking everything. Your identification. They're taking all that. Your wallet, your purse, everything being taken. Your vital records, all that. Your birth certificate, all that. All that is going to the dump. They're saying that they're storing it in a warehouse, and then when you go to the warehouse, you can't find it. If you're lucky enough to get to the warehouse, which is behind the jail, you can't find your shit. You feel you're in fear of arrest, and you're being re-traumatized every time you go over there to try to retrieve your stuff because it's right behind the city jail. That's what Denver's doing now. Aurora. Lady Che can really give you the update on Aurora because that's where she lives, and she's gonna run for city council out there. Come on, councilwoman at large.
Stop, no. Like, first of all, you just said everything.
Okay, well, there you go. Aurora's doing the same thing Denver is now.
Like, I gotta get to my little articles or whatever. But go ahead, carry on. I'll get to Aurora shortly whenever I get through. Whenever you get through. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm saying, Jesse, like,
A Denver woman lost months after trailer was stolen by thieves. You know, we have a whole podcasting diet. Brother Alex, all we listen to is pro-black media.
he's not even on here no more.
24/7.
He's not on here.
Oh.
Carry on. I'm sure he probably had to plug in the phone or something. I'm sure he had to plug in the phone.
Okay, I heard you. But I can't see if people drop off or not.
I know, I'm telling you.
Okay. All right, so I'm trying to play the video. Carl, the woman says she's homeless after theft of her trailer.
Yeah. That right there is fucked up.
took her trailer home. Thanks for watching. I'm Kelly Worthman. She was living inside the home until it was stolen along 33rd Avenue and Eudora Street in Denver. That is where we find our Olivia Young live tonight. And Olivia, that woman is now homeless without a roof over her head.
Yep.
That's right, Kelly. This patch of brown grass is the only sign that Bernice Hollenshed's home was once here. She lived in a 30-foot, 8-ton trailer that had a generator attached. She said it was chained with locks on it, but that didn't stop someone from stealing it on January 19th of this year.
Wow.
For the last year, Bernice Hollenshed called this trailer home.
I remember that trailer. Oh my God, that's $500. We provide food to the seniors every week. Our truck is down now, so we weren't able to do the delivery today. But we have been doing delivery at the Dahlia Square Senior Apartments, which is literally right next to where this trailer was. Wow, I was wondering what happened to that RV. The RV, I see that RV parked back there all the time, man.
It's playing slowly, the brown one, right?
It's white. Her trailer, the red bricks right there behind her.
It skipped, it skipped. So I didn't get to see it. So.
Oh, okay. I think it froze up. I'm trying to press play.
Yes. We support each other on everything and take care of each other here. And for somebody to come and do something like that, I just don't understand.
On a snowy day in January, Bernice unhooked her truck from the trailer to go to a doctor's appointment.
When I came back the next day, it's gone.
Her home, with all of her belongings, was missing.
I said, ain't nobody seen. Oh my God, I was hysterical.
She reported the trailer stolen to Denver police, but says detectives never called her.
Wait for the phone call. Wait for the phone call.
So Bernice started an investigation of her own, taking pictures of tire tracks and speaking to local businesses about surveillance. She passed the information on to police, but
why are they showing District 3? This is in District 2.
The remapping.
It's still District 2 though.
Now if they redrew,
like District 2 services Park Hill and the East Side.
Now if they redrew the map, then everything switches up. It doesn't
District
matter.
3 is the west.
The fact that this video says January instead of June is the real issue.
Yeah, that's a big issue. We're just now finding out about this. Like, what the fuck?
Right. That's the issue. That right there is the big issue.
But still never heard back.
The detectives. I've done my footwork with everything.
Right.
Where is the detectives?
Sadly, the trailer wasn't insured.
Oh my
Since
God.
the theft, Bernice has been homeless.
I remember her. I remember that. I remember her. I remember that expedition. I remember that trailer. Damn.
I'm struggling at a motel, and I've been with my son on and off.
It's a situation she's been in before, but living in her trailer, she was working and saving money, hoping to one day buy a home.
I'm a survivor.
A dream that she still hasn't given up on.
This is my home. This is my home. I'm gonna buy me a house.
Now, Denver police confirmed for me that this case was reported, and they said no arrests have been made, but they couldn't share any other information or tell me what action they've taken. If you recognize that trailer, call Metro Denver Crime Stoppers. So, Olivia, that's not exactly.
I would recognize that trailer because.
But you know what's even worse? How is she supposed to know? She's supposed to insure the little trailer.
Right. She got to insure everything.
How is she supposed to know though? You know what I mean?
It's just like a house. You got to insure it.
Who the fuck would fucking steal a motherfucking trailer like that? Knowing goddamn well if they just scoped it out. Like, that motherfucker is not that, are you serious? Like, you know where it's probably at? It's probably right over there.
No, they cleared it out. They cleared 39th out. There ain't no trailers over there. They must have did a sweep this weekend because nobody. There's a whole trash, but there's no. Yeah, they could be on the other side.
It's probably where it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So. That shit's fucked up. You know they don't have no answer because they didn't put it fucking down as a priority in January. So it doesn't matter what she say now. It's not a priority now. It's just even worse for her. And the fact that the community. This is another thing. People say the community did stand up for her and help her. Until like now we finding out about it. It's already January, March, April, May, June, almost July. Shit's fucking
That's
crazy.
6 months, cuz.
And
This happened 6 months ago, and we're just now hearing about it.
that's ridiculous. That means nobody took her concern seriously. Nobody gave a damn. She did
Right.
all the work. She probably gave him all kind of shit to fucking find out about, and no one wanted to help her. That's even worse. So the community, quote unquote community, should step up like they do with every other person.
Mm-hmm. I concur, Lady Che. Well, I got another article, and it says Denver is one of the worst has one of the worst housing shortages in the U.S.
They say that, and yet you must have froze. There you go. There you go. It's starting to play.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, Colorado home values go up, so could your property taxes. Homeowners now being warned to brace a bigger bill. Fox 31's Lisa D'Souza is on it. And Lisa, I mean, it's good news if your value your home is going up, but unfortunately that means you pay more in taxes.
Well, home valuations are really reaching some unprecedented high levels, according to state officials. So really every single county is experiencing some sort of growth. And as you can imagine, so do property taxes. At least that's the expectation for the time being. Take a look at the streets here. It's looking at some of the biggest jumps that we have seen.
Damn, I gotta do the
here.
same thing.
So what you're looking at now is a breakdown.
You're on a video, so go first.
How much median home values per county in the last 2 years? The top 4 counties there, and there's Denver as well. Take a look. Douglas County up a whopping 47%. Now the growth we're seeing again, unprecedented, we're told, and it's happening across the state. Now, right now, assessors from 9 local counties are sending out notices to homeowners, in fact, warning them of the property tax hike that's expected. Meantime, tax officials weighing in on the why behind this massive upswing.
And it's the first time every county is having
47%. Now, the growth we're seeing again, unprecedented, we're told, and it's happening across the state. Now, right now, assessors from 9 local counties are sending out notices to homeowners, in fact, warning them of the property tax hike that's expected. Meantime, tax officials weighing in on the why behind this massive upswing.
And it's the first time every county is having growth of some kind or another. And what has added to that? Well, we're a very attractive state. I think COVID added to it, where people are moving in because they have more flexibility in their jobs. I believe that we have more people moving in. It's clear that we're underhoused right now.
Some big issues there getting the attribution. Now, depending on what county you live in, the process really varies. However, property owners do have until early June to appeal their valuation, so keep that in mind. There are a few proposals tied to property taxes in the State House right now, and we know some county officials are really asking the state lawmakers to step up and do something before these property taxes are finalized. For now, we're live in the Denver Metro. Lisa D'Souza, Fox 31.
Perfect timing. Okay, go ahead, Lady Shane. I was going to read the article, but they already pretty much outlined it.
So, okay. Do you have a small article to read? Or is that it? Because I got like
I mean, this
4.
isn't that long.
Well, you want to talk about that
This
for
one
like?
isn't that long.
I don't need a long. I
But
just need a
don't
few
you gotta
minutes.
go pee?
What?
Don't
Yeah,
you?
that's
Don't
give
you?
me. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna run real quick. I'm
Okay.
trying to be as fast as you were. We'll see. You know. Go ahead.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna read the article. Denver. Some news break. Shout out to news break. Denver is one of the nation's highest shortages of housing, according to a new report from Zillow. The report pinpoints how many housing units each of the 100 largest U.S. cities needs in order for homes appropriate for their situations. What is that, Alex? Yeah. Hey, we lost you.
Can y'all hear me?
Are you bumping up? Yeah, I can hear it.
You can hear me?
Yeah. It
All
sounds
right.
like you Big Pokey.
All right. Yeah. I found this old screw tape I was listening to.
Nah.
But yeah, man, I'm trying to. My phone's at like 4%. I think it's cause I'm in StreamYard. It like ties out. If I cut off again, I'm gonna just like try to run back on.
You don't have a tablet, huh? They're giving out tablets if you get government assistance.
They're giving out what?
Tablets with service and everything.
Where at?
They had a little boost. Remember how they used to be selling the Obama phones?
Oh, those phones? Yeah, those little boosts with the phones.
Yeah, they're selling tablets now.
Well, yeah, bro. I still haven't been to Colfax. I still haven't even been to Aurora, man. Like this shit's so different, bro.
Yeah. I was in Aurora yesterday. I had moved my auntie Lydia with my brother. My brother's out, Alex Kababu.
I had seen you on the Mile High Minute too before. What happened with that?
You talking about Mile High News?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a whole nother show. Oh God, that's a whole nother show. The story behind that, but basically we went our separate ways and we started Front Line Blacc News and the revolutionary agenda.
Go ahead, Lady Shay, and speak something. Can I ask you a question? Cause like with you being a female and all of this, and you know, have you seen or have you experienced very biased views? And if so, what are some things that I could like coach my daughters to look out for? Especially being a woman with black hair or of what's your ethnicity?
Black Indian or French.
Okay.
Yeah. We're doing a whole bunch of different things with that. I would say like this.
Shout out to the viewers. We see y'all eyeballs.
I can't see if they're even there, but shout out little eyeballs. I see you. You're weird. Say hi. What I would say this is that I look at things from a black perspective, so I don't look at it anymore from the mixed perspective because they have me confused. So once I made a firm decision to say that She's black first. I was already on it. I just was had to make it official. Everything had to be put in the context. I look at these from black women's point of view, right? And I would look at it like right on your children. I mean, you gotta raise your daughters the right way. So I would just not put your daughters in public school, and I would keep them. If it depends on how old they are. You know what I mean? Me personally, I put my kid in homeschool my kid when something bad happened to her, and then she ended up getting taken and she ended up going into the system. And she don't look like she looks maybe skin wise, but she don't look like me. So when I went in the system, I got treated like I didn't have no passes. So the skin doesn't really afford me personally nothing. So I look at this from this perspective. Um, don't put them in school where you know they're going to be fucked with racially. First moment they have a racial encounter, because everything is about colorism. That's the issue, right? So when people we're conditioned to look at shit from the colorism perspective, right? So it's natural. Like right now, I'm just kind of like chilling, hot my hair, whatever, right?
Brother Alex,
they see me.
Are your daughters light skin or dark skin?
She's light skinned. She's light skinned. But I'm asking her as like a female from your view as a female perspective, because now feminism, you know, we got Cardi B leading by example that it's okay to sleep with women. I mean, sleep with men, get them drunk, take their wallet, strip, get money. Hey, I don't hate however way you get money, but I mean, this is the female. I mean, little kids twerking and stuff to this music, and it's like, it's all, female. I'm a bad bitch, bad bitch. Like, it's like, it's like that's who's like running the world in my eyes now, because it's, I don't know, man. Y'all, they believe y'all more than us,
Let me spit that.
Well, first of all, we're in Colorado. It's a woman's state. Not only is it an at-will state, but it's a woman's state. But go ahead, Lady Tay.
Let me get this out to you like this, okay? People would think that shit is like Megan Thee Stallion and all this other ratchet shit. It might be good to listen to it quickly here and there, but to take any motherfucking cues from it is beyond ridiculous. It's ratchet. It's not really sexual liberty or liberalism. You're not. All you're saying is it's okay to be a motherfucking grubby hoe, right? I understand, Jay, but it's all I'm saying is that it's okay for you to be all about money versus the person that you're with versus who they are internally, right? I don't advocate for that. I don't even want to. I don't like that. I also think that I raised my kid on modesty. I wanted my kid to be, regardless. I didn't know she was gonna be gay, but I initially wanted, when I was raising her, to be modest, cover everything up, right? Because I try to carry myself modestly. I don't like people staring at me sometimes like a piece of meat, no, regardless of what my name is. I don't like people staring at me like that. I would still find it very offensive. I also would say that depending on their age, it's better to be a woman and keep your shit to yourself. However you're maneuvering, you ain't gotta listen to these bras. These bras are for the moment. They're just there to get whatever they're getting, but it's not real women shit. Real women ain't rocking like that. Real women working regular jobs. They're busting their ass to try to keep a fucking relationship going. You want them to stay. You want it to continue the black family. Black family is the black man, the black woman, and black seed. You know what I mean? So if they have an opportunity to do that, regardless if they're mixed, like myself, you'd want to go ahead and stay with the black family. Create the black family. You see what I'm saying? It's already, it might be diluted, whatever, but you wouldn't want your child, if it's a girl, regardless if she's light skinned, if she was a light skinned girl, would you really want her to bring the white man home? Probably not. Would you want her to bring an Asian man? Probably not.
They put a tag on our video.
Brother home, right? That you could talk to, that you could, strong minded, brother that's gonna provide not just financially, but emotionally, mentally, a home, protection, something she could depend on, versus here, bitch, here's your money, and I just want to do sexual things with you. I want you out my face though. You don't want that for for your little girl, regardless of what age she is, or regardless of what the skin complexion is. If you raise her black, she's black. This is fucking like me, milky mulatto,
No.
right? You
Right.
dig?
Right.
So if you raise her that way, she gonna see that she shouldn't bring home the white man to her daddy and mama. You feel me? She should go find a nice, educated brother that has his mind right, who wants a good job or trade. He's not trying to be fancy. He's not trying to make a motherfucking rap video every time. He's not on some other fucking trend. He's not following some wave that's only here for like 20, 30 minutes. That's not what you
Right.
want for your daughter, let alone who you want her to breed with. You see what I'm saying? You want her to stay, if you really pro black, you want her to stay doing black things. Have create the black family. The black family has been terrorized, separated,
Yep.
and then brainwashed, and then forced to think that this feminism shit is the right way. It's not. Um, this fucking overly sexual, hyper sexual shit is the right thing. It's not. Don't nobody need to know what's going on with a woman in that manner, unless it's her dude or relationship. You know what I mean?
Right.
She shouldn't have to put herself out there if she can't find access to employment, so there's compare bills. That even if she didn't have a mate, she was able to pay her bills and take care of herself, so she didn't have to go to that extent. None of this shit that they're
Right.
promoting on our culture is fucking good to raise a little girl on, or even a young teenage girl. This
No.
feminism shit is bullshit, period. It's a lie when women say, I don't need a man. That's a goddamn motherfucking lie. You need a man. I
Right.
need one. We need one. Let me tell you why you need one. You need one to fucking if you are meant to be together, that person makes you well. You know what I mean? You are his medicine. He is your medicine. That's the way the vibrations are working. That's from the universe. That's a black thing. See what I'm
Yep.
saying? So it's you would want, if you're really out there, you'd want to go ahead and say it's all right to segregate, regardless if you had a mixed child or not. If you raise her black, she's black. And keep her dating, wanted to be with the black man. The black man
Right.
has gotten a bad rep and continuously gets dragged. See what I'm saying? The bad man, the fucking narrative. If you let the feminists tell you, the narrative is that black men ain't shit. They can't provide. They ain't doing nothing. They just do this, and
Right,
that.
right. And that's what the
That's
but the
the narrative.
people are believing them though. See, the
People
people
believe
believe in them though because
it's
like you
comfortable.
said, that's us, gang banging and shit. So
Yeah.
and
It's comfortable, and they don't have leadership like we listen to the new black media. So the new black media is a little older, but they do know that some of the shit that we were indoctrinated with, you got to kick that shit out if you want to raise a proper daughter. Even if you wanted to be like for example, if you're more of a provider, right, instead of a showboat. You know what I mean? So there's levels to it to continue your role, as when you do get or I don't know. I don't know you. I just see you for the first time. So I don't know what's going on in your life. I'm sorry. But just for the first time, right? So hypothetically, if you didn't have a mate, or you know what I mean, it is designed to give you levels to make yourself a better man, to be a better father, so that your daughters or whatever, sons, whatever, make the better choice mate wise, versus I'm just gonna be an Instagram model, or I'm gonna be a TikTok, and that's gonna be my slave. That's
out
only
here.
temporary. That's not real money.
Right.
That's not money you could really, keep saving and put in a nest egg. It's not a real job. Just like YouTube, it's not a real place. A real job is
These
motherfucking
YouTube
where you're at.
streets.
A real job is when you walk in and put in a motherfucking application. That's a real job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These motherfuckers right here that are popping off their views and the shit's monetized. They're just like every other bum. If you look at it, getting a motherfucking donation of some sort. Like it's like panhandling, but versus the internet. You know what I mean? So you're not on the highway holding a motherfucking sign. Instead, you're panhandling yourself on the internet, and motherfuckers donating you $10. How is any motherfucker different? You can't raise a family off of that. We've been doing this shit 3 motherfucking years. To keep people engaged is fucking hard. They don't want to hear conscious shit. They don't want to be empowered. They say they do.
Yeah, they say they talk to me.
It
I ran a
fucks
whole
us up.
campaign. We ran a whole campaign on a
what
Black Lives agenda.
Whole campaign.
You think we got any support out here?
But when they wanted it, when they need something, they'll go and grab the motherfucker that brought the shit out and put it really right in their face, and they'll try to tokenize. And that's wrong too. It's all bad because it's like you're saying one thing with your mouth, but your actions are indicating that you'd rather be with this cognitive dissonance and pretend to be asleep and act like nothing's happening because there's something entertaining on that has distracted you from the fucking proper goal of whatever you're trying to get done as a Black person in America. So I'm saying, I don't me
Right.
personally.
So I hope that answers your question, Alex.
I like the music, but I wouldn't raise my daughter on it.
Judging you as a female, you face that, like, you know, let's say like going in to get an apartment or something, you know, you
I don't
face
get no passes.
that them judging you
I
because
don't get
they
no passes. They'll say
okay.
no. I got the same problem. They'll say no, but see, when people look at me, they think I should be able to get everything I need. I have nothing. Nothing. I wasn't able to get housing. None of that shit until fucking I had some advocacy with that. But it took 5 fucking years. And when it happened, I was on the street for 5 fucking years. I couldn't get nothing done.
And that's the shit that should be illegal. That's the shit that should be illegal. Taking like 5 years, you know, 10 years.
My maiden name, right? Where my maiden name.
But that's what hearing toward earlier. Not to cut you off, Lady K, but they have moved from a first come first served basis with the housing to this. Take this damn VS-SPDAT test and all that type of shit, and write your whole life story why you were unhoused and all that, in order for them to even take you serious.
I'll put it to you like this: I suffer. Look, I don't suffer. You just ask me, and my thing will be like, what's your ethnicity? It'd be Black, Indian, and French. It's been like that. I haven't said it like fucking since I can remember, right? And when my maiden name had a Spanish last name, I couldn't get a motherfucking job if you wanted me to, right? So when I would call to do get an interview over the phone, right? So they would let me do the interview, but then when they saw me and the way I dressed or the way I looked, and then when I have makeup on or whatever, they're like, no. They say no, right? And it was about my looks. First, it was about my looks. It didn't matter anything I said. Now we live in a state where the tables are kind of turned. I'm like the opposite of that, right? So the tables are turned. Now it's me judging them, right? Because now I'm now I'm codified. Now I'm in alignment. I know we're at war, right? I've made a choice. It's Black first. I'm stuck with that hard for 3 fucking years. You can't tell me nothing. I don't even like. Look, first of all, white people have always been mean to me. The police have always fucked with me ever since I was a little girl. And white people.
You see the flag in the back,
right? But for me,
you see the logo on the show. Like
it's not a debate with you. It's with me, right? It'll be because I don't have certain features, right? Certain features. Okay, fine. We'll let you go ahead and run with whatever bullshit makes you happy. All right, listen. It don't even matter. It don't even matter because the motherfuckers that are majority are more melanated, are acting and living their life still in the lines of supremacy in all 9 areas. So it don't even matter. They're just Black on the outside, not Black in soul.
Right.
Whereas me, as
break them down with the numbers.
Skin,
what are the 9 areas, Lady Che?
Topic change. Politics, law, economics, sex, entertainment, religion. Man, I forgot what the other one was. For sure, I forgot the other one. Right, Jesse? I didn't do it. I mixed it around. Education. There you go. That's what it was. Education, entertainment, law, politics, religion, sex, and something else, whatever. Yeah, I think I just said it.
And war.
And war. There you go, war. Right? So since we're at war and it's foundational Black Americans, right, are at war with everybody.
Those
Regardless,
trace their
Yeah,
history
that's
back
what
to
I'm
the
trying
killing
to
fields
tell
of
you.
the South.
always a fucking problem when it comes to foundational Black Americans getting anything they fucking need, and then they're expected to just accept the trickle, according to them, the trickle down effect. But why fucking accept that? Because they're too comfortable. This is going on back home in Louisiana. My sister from Lake Charles, so I'm knowing. I'm already in the know what's going on, right? So with that being said, they're expecting some sort of trickle down effect because we're so accustomed to that's what we just gotta eat the crumbs, right? They don't even give you the crumbs no more, right? Everybody has a motherfucking an agenda that's been qualified by the president, except for foundational Black Americans, right? Everybody got there's motherfucking crime bills for gay people, crime bills for indigenous, crime bills for Asians, woo, except for Black people, right? So when people see me, and it's been like this since I was very small, and definitely when I went in the system, they never treated me like my skin provided protection or even an entryway to whatever. It didn't. They didn't want no little girl that they thought could have been Hispanic or they thought was Black. They only wanted, when I went in the system, foster care, they only wanted little white girls with blue eyes and blue hair. And me, I was already bad. They didn't want nobody with a fucked up face or a fucked up little entry point. So I got the fucking, you start in on the road you start in on, and it led to a whole life of what you would consider in the street degeneracy. Like I wish I could have go to school. Didn't even go to school. I wish I could have had a real job. Wouldn't really get a job. The only job you can get is a customer service motherfucking job anybody else could get on the phone. I know. So I'm not affording any passes. I can't get anything when it comes to the medical center or medicine. Like I'm sick, I have to make Jesse go in there and advocate for me because they don't even fucking want to talk to me. Okay, so it doesn't matter. They'll address me probably right now because the way I look right now with no makeup on or whatever, they'll think that they'll look at me as like I'm Hispanic. They'll treat me as such. You'll have people on the internet say I'm white. When you look at me, it's like, but it's whatever you're thinking it is, but it really isn't that at all. Especially when I know who I am and who I've been, regardless of family. I've been outside. So I'm saying outside by myself. Damn near an orphan. So I can say that. That's a legitimate. I would say this. Whatever everybody thinks, I still can't get disability. I can't get a proper housing value. I can't get a proper list. You're gonna look at apartments. I can't get the motherfuckers to come here and fix my shit. I can't. I can't get them to fix my own stuff here and there. I suffer a great fucking injustice as far as
Our video
like
got blocked, but we still got views. They trying to shut us down, but we still got views.
Ooh.
It looked like one of those videos I think it was one of the videos you shared. They blocked our video talking about pitch control TV, but they ain't gonna stop us. Yeah, they blocked us on Facebook and look like
right now,
like 13 minutes ago.
On Facebook?
Yeah, 13 minutes ago. Yeah.
At least it's on YouTube right now. All right, so do you want me to do my shit real quick, my two topics or what? Because
how many more articles do you have? Because TBA is on right now, and we lost Alex.
It really is up to you. I don't really care. I got like 4 articles, but I could just run it another day whenever convenient.
Or you said you were gonna do the RBA tonight, right? Right, because I'm already heading to 4 hours already.
I was planning on it.
Okay.
I don't know when though, because
what time? Like 10?
I don't know. Possibly, most likely. Depends on
We
What
could do
happens?
those on there.
Probably not. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and close it out.
All right. So thank y'all for tuning into this episode of Front Line Blacc News, season 3, episode 12, part 2. Because we didn't finish everything from last night. Peace, love, light, reparations, and separations, and Black empowerment. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to all of our platforms: Frontline Blacc News, Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, and the Revolutionary Agenda. Shout out to our anchor man and investigative journalists, Ramel Understanding and Tyrone. We always welcome their contribution to the discussion. And we're not letting up on them tangibles, Black family. This is a year and a decade of tangibles. 100 years ago, we had Black Wall Street. Why can't we have it again? So stay black, stay dangerous, stay empowered. Like and subscribe to Shabaka EXP on Twitter. We are on Twitter, Shabaka EXP. Also, check us out this Tuesday for a brand new episode of Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. Shout out to the General, Shabaka Sankori. He started it on the 50th anniversary of the founding of the Black Panther Party, Oakland chapter. So we're going to go out with that, unless Lady Che had anything to add about the RBA that's scheduled for later tonight.
Nope. I think you summed it up.
All right. Appreciate all you viewers. Catch us on the next one next Saturday at our regular scheduled time of 10 p.m. Mountain Standard. So once again, peace, love, light, reparations, and separations, and Black empowerment. We'll see y'all on the next show. Peace.